All right, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? Hope y'all are having a good Sunday. The last Sunday in October. Where has it gone? It has just flown right by. Let me do some shout outs here real quick, and then I'll bring on my guests tonight. We've got Sean here. We got Tony. We got El Chuy Gringo. We got Ali here. We got Richard. We got Foz here. What's up, Foz? We got Brian. Got my boy Boogie Manny here with us. Got Jay here. We have got Blu-ray Addict with us tonight. Buzzsaw Blade is here. Retro Ryan, my boy Swaggy. My buddy Horror Orman is here with us tonight as well. What's up? We got Movie Eddie. Dead Camp is with us. Justin Coasters, Richard Skarinki, and my boy Orc. All right, we got a pretty packed little house here tonight. Thank you all for spending your Sunday here with us. We're going to be talking about all things Halloween related, and God knows where else, what topics we venture into tonight. What's up, Ben? How are you? All right. Well, without further ado, let me bring on my guest tonight, and let's just go right into it. First up, from the Lost River Drive-In, Nick. What's up, Nick?
Me? I get first billing here. Wow. What's up, man? I'm happy to be here. I'm excited. You know, it's been a while since I've been we've been in your lair. So it's nice. I'm doing well tonight. I hope you're well. You know, I saw somebody say in the chat, Christmas tree cakes. I saw them out today at Walmart, Piz.
Bro, I don't even want to tell you how many boxes I've already eaten. Yeah.
They've already started the Christmas commercials too. I mean,
I know. It's not. I was hoping they would wait at least until after Halloween to put those things out, but I saw them in the store, and I couldn't help it. I grabbed 3 boxes, and then I found out later that my mother was out somewhere, and she grabbed me a box too. So I had 4 freaking boxes of these things, and they called to me. I can't resist them.
You got to eat them. I mean, if you have them, eat them. You know, like who cares? I haven't had one of those in years, but I think in your honor this year, I think I'm going to eat one. I really do.
Be wary, because literally you get it back in your blood, and it's just like
I'm hooked. Yeah,
you're hooked, brother. You're hooked.
I know.
So
my metabolism's starting to slow down. It's starting to catch up to me now that I'm in my 30s. So I need to be careful. But whatever, I'll worry about that later. So.
Metabo, what? I have no idea what that is. I lost mine so many years ago. I have no clue what that even is.
I'm getting there. Like I'm not as young as I once was, but I'm doing well, man. I'm excited to be here tonight.
Well, I appreciate you being here, Nick. Thank you. Also with me tonight, Planet CHH, Christian. What's up, Christian?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's doing good. Good to be here. I'm ready to chill, have a good time.
All right, man. He's ready. He's ready to chill and have a good time. What are we drinking tonight, Christian?
Just a little decaf. Just a little decaf coffee, something hot. I try not to eat or drink too much after a certain time, and not get too much caffeine in me. So, I usually have a cup of decaf a night, and I got my Great Pumpkin mug tonight.
Sweet.
So, I'm ready to go.
Is there any pumpkin spice in there?
Yeah, it's a pumpkin spice. I get it's funny, they have a TJ Maxx right by the house, and I go there and I'll get the Dunkin' K-Cups and like the nice name brands, the McCafe, the McDonald's little K-Cups actually aren't bad, but I can get all those and they're always cheaper than if you go to Walmart or whatever. You might have to use them a little bit quicker because they're overstocked and stuff. But I get all my coffee right there at the TJ Maxx, and I stay stocked up.
Yeah, cool. Well, it's good to see you, man. It's been a while since you've been on my channel. I've been on your channel a couple of times, so it's good to have you back here, man.
Yes, sir.
And joining me tonight, Chest Rockwell. Who is this person? Somebody hacked in here. Oh, it's Lee. Hi, Lee. How are you?
It's always a nice pleasure to be in your warm bosom, Piz.
Well, I appreciate it.
It feels like it's been too long. It's been way too long, and I'm ready. I'm ready for you. So how you doing,
I
brother?
appreciate it. I appreciate it. Just be wary of the Christmas tree cake crumbs that get down in there. You know, so
They can get
careful with
lost.
those.
They can get
Mhm.
lost.
You might inhale some of those green little sprinkles. Get those in your nose and your eyes. You don't.
Yep. Especially this
Yeah.
time of year. You start trying out the goodies and the treats and my mom makes a mean fudge. So yeah, I go
Oh
for that
yeah.
every time. So
Yeah, like especially when we get into the holiday season, all the great treats and sweets and candies. It's just like it's just I don't know how I don't die.
have you guys ever tried peanut butter Rice Krispie treats? Like homemade peanut butter Rice Krispie treats?
I've never
No.
had the homemade ones, I don't think, but I've had them. Yeah.
It's insane. It's
Mm.
that's probably my number one. Like, but if you ask me what's the best, the gun to my head, best tasting treat you've ever had, that's got to be it. Like, I'm a peanut butter guy. It doesn't hurt, but yeah, that's got to be it.
Well, I mean, peanut butter fudge. I'm a huge peanut butter fudge guy. Those
Mhm.
peanut butter like rolls, you know what I'm talking about, with like the white stuff in the center.
Yeah.
Those are so
Yeah.
good. My
Mhm.
God.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Mm.
funny. You're talking about Christmas and earlier, you know, when we went to Walmart, my son wanted another inflatable. He's been like collecting these big inflatables that go outside. And
Mhm.
there was one he wanted, and we got it. And he's like, let's wait till it gets dark and we'll put this out there with all the other ones. And I'm like, okay. And it gets dark and we go put it out there and he wants to look at it. And he has a Santa Claus one too that we got last year. And he said, can I put Santa out here? And I was like, no, it's October, man. Like, we're not doing that yet. And then we go inside, we sit on the couch and he goes, well, when's Christmas? Because when we were at the store, there was Christmas stuff all over the place. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I know that's the problem, but it's not Christmas yet, man. I was talking to Biz at the beginning here. Those tree cakes, man, they're out all the
Oh, yeah.
time. I'm seeing all of it now.
Yeah.
There's somebody in my neighborhood, and I think they've done this the past couple of years, but they actually have suspended in air the redheaded girl from Stranger Things season 4. They
Nice.
literally have her suspended in air. So when you drive by, you see her above like the grave. I don't know if you guys have seen Stranger Things season 4. But
Oh yeah, buddy.
it's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty
what is
wild,
strange?
man.
What's that? What are you talking about?
Soft J in there somewhere.
So yeah, man.
I have just real quick.
go ahead.
I'm one of those weirdos that when they do merchandise for stuff that comes out, I enjoy that. I'm a sucker for it. So I have like 40 bottles of the Stranger Things Gatorade. I have
Nice.
10 or 15 packs of those Stranger Things cookies, the dark ones with the big plant head guy on there. They're okay, but I mean, thankfully they did like retro packaging on the regular Chips Ahoy. So I have to send you a picture. My city gets so mad because every day I come home at more because we can't fit any more cookies. It's filled with Stranger Things cookies. So,
Burger King's got their like Halloween value meal now, and
Yeah,
the sesame seeds are black on the bun.
I got it the day that the day they had it. I went there. And
Does it taste good? Any
It
different?
tastes like a Whopper, brother.
It's just a
There
Whopper.
you go. That's all
It
you
just-
need, man.
It just changes the color of your bowel movements.
Yeah.
That's the only thing keeping Burger King alive is that Whopper. That's it.
Yeah.
It's just a little toxic dye. That's all.
Yeah,
That's
that's
all.
it. Yeah. Cancer, I think they call that.
Yeah. Well, how's your guys' Halloween season's been going so far?
Mine's good. Can't complain. I'm not watching as many spooky movies as I would like to. Like, I don't know if you guys used to do this or you might be doing this now, but I remember I've been on Blu-ray.com since 2007. I'm sure some of you guys probably are on there too. They have this thing called 31 Days of Halloween where you go in there and you put like your daily watches. And I used to do that before I started YouTube religiously. And I would probably get like maybe two movies a night in there. But ever since I started YouTube, it's about half. For some reason, I can't get in because we YouTube folk, we like to review stuff that we watch or talk about it.
Right.
So it kind of cuts down a little bit. But yeah.
Well, and I mean, you bring up an interesting point. We're all content creators. We all talk about horror. It's the Halloween month. So, I mean, we're all trying to put out good content. Do you guys find the time to sit down and be able to watch the movies that you want to watch during
That's the question. And that, in response to the greater question is just like, I love this time of year, man. I mean, especially Piz, you and I are just a hour or so away from each other, so we have like the same weather. So you know that it's been getting cold, and I mean the weather's been awesome, and I love that. And you got that crisp smell in the air too. Like there's just something about it. But between working 50 hours a week and then having a toddler, well, I guess he's not a toddler anymore, he's a full-blown kid. It's just like and making content the other night, like in order to watch Halloween 4, I had to do it while editing a video. So it was more like it was background noise. I mean, I kept looking at it and I would find myself being like, I need to finish this edit. Like, like I'm just watching Halloween 4 at this point. I was up till like 4 a.m. and I had to work the next morning. So yeah, I am sacrificing sleep right now in order to get some watches in, but it's hard, man. And I feel like it only gets harder as you get older.
What about you, Christian? Have you been able to find the time to watch the movies you want to watch between content creating and other responsibilities?
I watched 6 hours of King of Queens yesterday.
Okay.
And Sydney wanted to watch WNUF last night, so we did that. We watched WNUF last night. But my problem is I burn myself out so much right now. And Sydney's like, just wait, Christian. Like I told Sydney, I said, come November 1st, we're watching Death Wish 2, we're watching Sudden Death, we're watching freaking 12 to midnight. I'm ready to get my action on. Like I am ready to Van Damme it up. All that. I get really, the truth is I do burn myself out because now they're starting to stock Halloween stuff at home in like June, and it's fun. So we'll go there and we start getting stuff and this. But by the time it's Halloween, I'm ready to move on. And like I stop and I'll smell the roses this week, and I'm trying to have a good time. But I do need to stop burning myself out. It happens every year. I get carried away, and so by the time it's now, I go out of my way to not watch horror. I know that's kind of a bad answer, but why lie? I guess so. Yeah, yesterday I watched King of Queens all day, which I love that show so much. We were watching that, and I tried watching Everybody Loves Raymond. That's an old people show. I can't get into Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah,
I tried it.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
But I love King of Queens. That's been my show.
It's for old people minus my mother. My mother hates Everybody Loves Raymond to the point Jeremy, it's a joke. Jeremy will mention Everybody Loves Raymond around her just to get her reaction and then laugh about it.
Well, the mama on that show, she was on like As the World Turns, The Guiding Light, all those soap operas. My mom and my grandma watched them religiously back in the day, and so I know that that woman's face and voice is burned into my psyche. So that's all I think about is As the World Turns and stuff. But somebody in the comments actually brought something up. I have been watching the X-Files. I'd never seen it. I started the X-Files. I'm at the end of season 2, and it really is that good. What I didn't realize was Supernatural is basically the X-Files as more of a horror show. But the X-Files is probably one of the best shows I've ever watched. Like they don't make them like that anymore. There was this episode called The Host. Have you seen that? Where they got like that monster in that big tank, and he looks like the It's Alive baby, except gigantic, and his like skin's inside out. It's phenomenal. It's one of the biggest episodes they ever did. But I've been loving that. I've been watching X-Files all night. And Sydney loves it too.
King of Queens. I think anybody that's Gen X or millennials remembers that being the show that would be on at 3 a.m. when you would fall asleep with the TV on. It was always King of Queens. And I would I'd keep opening my eyes and be like, this is funny though. Like I like this. I don't want to go to sleep. That was the show. That was the one that was up late between that and like those infomercials.
I think the 90s was kind of a blur for me as far as like TV shows go. I don't know if it was because my kids were smaller at the time, but it seems like the 80s and then the last like decade is when I was really into TV. Like in the 80s, I was really into The Incredible Hulk. That's my all-time favorite TV show. Used to watch it religiously with my dad with Dukes of Hazzard every Friday night. And then for some reason, we watched like Friends and Seinfeld and stuff like that. But as far as like X-Files, those 90s sci-fi type shows. I never watched an episode of X-Files, and I think it seems like this type of show that I would love.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like Buffy. I never watched any Buffy in the 90s, but I did finally catch up on Buffy like over the last few years. So
I just bought a bunch of seasons of that. I just bought a bunch of seasons of
I
that.
have all the DVDs. I have every season of it on DVD, and we would go through it, and I've seen all of Buffy probably 2 or 3 times, because we do the DVD runs. But
yeah.
I
get on kicks like that where I'm all about TV shows.
Yeah.
And then, I'll watch, like, I last year, I should have been arrested for the amount of murder she wrote.
That's what I love, Christian. I love those old shows like that.
City, I was working graveyards, City would go to bed about 10 o'clock, 10:30, and I wouldn't have to work. I'd be off for a couple days. I'd be like, what are you going to do? I'm going to watch a little murder, she wrote. She'd wake up at 8 o'clock. I watched it all night. She's like, you got to stop. You got a problem. But the guest stars on that show was, the names of the names were on that show. Every episode, you never knew who was going to show up.
I'm sure you watch all those shows.
I used to watch Murder, She Wrote all the time with my mom and my grandma. They loved it. And I'd just sit and watch it with them because, yeah. Oh, yeah. And like,
did you ever watch Alice? The Kiss My Grits from
no, not really.
70s? Oh,
not really. No,
that's another one I used to love. See, I'm showing my age. But yeah.
And I've thought about doing a video about Buffy the Vampire Slayer because Buffy the Vampire Slayer like legitimately saved my life in the early 2000s. So nice. I need to do that video.
You should.
I should. I really should. Yeah. And the X-Files, I was watching the X-Files when they were first airing, and it was like nothing I'd ever seen. It was everything that I loved about everything. There was sci-fi, there was horror, there was aliens. You had, Scully was super hot, so
it's really
I was
good.
all about it.
I don't know about you, but like I'm the kind of guy, I gotta stop being like this. If everybody's tells me it's the biggest thing, or if it is the biggest show, I don't want to watch it for some reason. Like I get it, not annoyed by it, but I'm jaded, or I'm too cynical. And then finally, it'll be an Instagram post where somebody says, it's like one of those, like, on this day in history, episode 4 of the X-Files had so many call-ins that the station could not broadcast this for another 3 years and I'm like, son of a bitch, I gotta watch this. And then I'm just like, God almighty.
No, I'm just like that, Christian. I have to, I guess of my own accord, jump onto a show. Yeah, if I see something like online or maybe like a TV ad or something stated, but if a friend, I don't know why it's a dick move on my part, but if a friend actually tells me, no, dude, you got to watch this show, and I'm like, I don't want to watch it.
Right.
I don't know why.
I got to find it on my own. I have to be.
Yeah. I almost like if everybody universally likes, especially if it's like a TV show or a streaming series, it's like I reject it. I don't want to watch it. So like even with like Game of Thrones, like I didn't want to get into Game of Thrones until it had been on for a while. Like I played catch up and I was like, okay, it is pretty freaking good. Yeah. So
Best Buy was giving the first episode of Game of Thrones away for a penny. I remember when it first came out, and I didn't know what the show was. And so, okay, let's take this for a penny. And we watched it, and we were like, oh shit, this is great. And I wanted to continue the show, and I just got hooked. But like shows like Breaking Bad, which I'm obsessed with. Have you guys ever had a show where it's so good that you have to tell your friends, dude, you got to watch this show? I was that way with Breaking Bad, and I try to push it on people. And this is before it was like really, really big. And for some reason, nobody would want to watch it. But anytime somebody would watch the show, they're like, oh my God, yes, dude, it's like the greatest freaking show.
Oh man, with the show that comes to mind for me there years ago was My Name is Earl. I mean, I loved My Name is Earl so much. And I would tell my friends, man, you got to watch My Name is Earl. And I'm still not over the fact that they ended it on a cliffhanger. And they never resolved it. And because they got canceled last minute, then they were going to do a movie, and that didn't happen. I love My Name is Earl, man.
It had to be like The Walking Dead. Like if you met like Monday morning at the office, it was like, screw work. We've all got to recap what happened on The Walking Dead the night before. So if something happened and you missed that episode, like you might as well just not even go to work that day. If you like you didn't want it spoiled, you might as well just not even go.
It got to a point for me with The Walking Dead, Piz, where it was like it almost felt like pressure. Like I watched it up until season 6 or 7, and then like that was I had graduated high school, I had moved out, I was working a lot, and like the pressure of having to keep up with it weekly, and like I kind of just fell out of it. And so I didn't watch the last couple seasons. I know Christian recently went through it, and he was singing its praises. I also felt like the Negan storyline just dragged on forever. Yeah. But when I was in high school, yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, like everybody was talking about The Walking Dead on Monday morning. Like we watched it as a family on Sunday nights. Like my mom, all my siblings, we'd get together and we'd watch the new episode. Like you didn't want to miss out.
It was, it was must see TV for sure. Yeah.
I feel like Walking Dead, which was first as far as like shocking the audience and killing a main character that you wouldn't dare think they would do it. Because I know Game of Thrones was notorious for doing it, especially like the Red Wedding episode, season 3. I mean, they're not just dropping one; they're dropping like freaking 4 main characters in one episode, and everybody's like, "What the fuck?" So then you had people getting pissed off at Walking Dead because you're not doing what they're doing, and so every time, like, say, Glenn would be covered by like a mountain of zombies, and you'd think he'd be dead. I don't know about you guys, but I was just so mad. I was like, why isn't Glenn dead? He should be dead by now.
He went under a dumpster. Like,
yeah,
come on, seriously.
And what was even worse about that, and I forget what method they used here with their storytelling, but they'd have that cliffhanger episode, and then the next episode would be about entirely different characters and their story, and then the episode after that would be entirely different characters with their episode. Then you'd finally find out what happened to Glenn.
Yep.
So I think that kind of turned me off to the show, and I think that turned a lot of people off of the show eventually.
I honestly think the peak of that show for me was the finale. I can't remember what season it was, but it was either the finale where they got captured at Terminus, and you had to wait until the next season to find out, like, oh, are they all going to die? Or it was the Negan introduction when he started beating someone to death, and we had no idea who. And we were like, no, you're not going to end the season like this. No way. Like, this is not going to happen. That was insane. People collectively lost their minds. Like, I don't know. That was awesome.
You mean like they lose their minds for Piz's shirt?
I got to rep my boy if we're talking about Halloween tonight. I got to rep my boy.
I saw Christian's, I think it was on a post on YouTube, and it was something about Halloween. And it was, from a Full Metal Jacket. It's like, who the fuck said that?
Oh, man.
Let me do a shout out here real quick. Nico, thank you for the $10 super chat, sir. Hey, gang. Hey, Pamela Sue Martin's Nancy Drew blew her nose with the Hardy Boys. She was robbed. Well, thank you, Nico. Appreciate that very much. And Nico, my friend, hold on. This is for you.
Hey, you. This city property. No trespassing. What are you, deaf? Don't try that Halloween shit with me.
Always remember.
How much gum did he shove in his mouth?
I've been doing it.
Whole pack.
God, damn.
He was a heavy smoker. That was nicotine gum, I think.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Jesus.
Tony, thank you for the $4.90. Michael could have just choked him on the bubble gum and not have to throw him in that transformer. Tony, thank you for the $4.99. Dark Angel with Jessica Alba was very underrated cyberpunk show that I loved, created by James Cameron, and also love the show Bones. Okay, Bones that had David Boreanaz. Angel was in that.
Listen, Tony, movie chappy. If you say Dark Angel, you better be talking about the Dolph Lundgren early '90s classic. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
You know, it has
one of the best kill scenes in action movie history. I can't remember which movie it was, but Dolph Lundgren, he punches through the door, grabs this guy by the nuts, and pulls him through the door, and then grabs his neck and like chokes him out. It's awesome.
I don't want to see that.
Dude.
Can you imagine you just like minding your business, and then you're behind the door, and then some dude like punches through the door and grabs your nuts?
Let me tell you.
No.
I'm not a superhero guy, but I'll watch the Dolph Lundgren Punisher any day of the week. Any single day of the week.
Hell yeah. I'll watch Dolph Lundgren no matter what, man. The cheesiest movie, the better.
I love Dolph, man. He's the man.
Yeah, man. He's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'm in the same boat with you guys. Like I've been really busy with this, that, and the other, and I've not gone to any of my go-tos this year at all. Most of the stuff I've watched has been newer stuff or stuff I've just kind of stumbled upon on Tubi. that I've
Yeah.
enjoyed, or older stuff that I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that's on there. I'll give it a watch.
That's actually been pretty cool. I've seen you posting those reels on Instagram. I don't know if you do them on TikTok too or not.
Mhm.
I'm an old fogey. I know you guys are all older than me, but I don't have TikTok. But you've been like highlighting movies off of Tubi that like nobody's talking about, and that's interesting. That's cool because you find some gems that way.
Oh, dude, I
Oh,
love
yeah.
Tubi.
Oh,
Tubi's
yeah.
so good.
Like I hadn't forgotten about John Carpenter's Someone's Watching Me, but I was just scrolling. I was like, oh, let's watch that. That's a great one.
Mhm.
And like nobody ever talks about that movie. So that was, yeah.
You guys see
Tubi,
John
yeah.
Carpenter talking recently about how he's like really been thinking about death. He had that whole variety piece,
Yeah.
and I read it, and I was like, I don't like this at all.
I don't like it at
Like,
all. I don't like it.
I mean, he's getting up there. He's getting
Yeah.
up there. So I mean, you know,
I mean, the thoughts
I
crossed
think-
my mind, you know?
I think he quit smoking some years ago, which was a very good thing.
Almost a decade ago now, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a good thing. And I don't know. I just I didn't read the article, but I just saw this post with the quote, "I'm thinking about death lately."
Yeah,
And I'm
I
like,
saw
oh
that.
God, no.
No, it was even worse than that, Piz. He literally said too. I read the article and he was like, I don't want to die, you know, like but like it's inevitable. And like, you know, I try not to think about it, but I've been thinking about it. It literally sounded like a man. That's why I didn't like it, because it sounded like a man that was really like reflecting on his life.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I think it's coming to an end. And I'm like, no, it's not. Okay. We'll freeze you and bring you back in 50 years when we have the tech to give you another 100 years of life. Like, because that's like the one director right now for me. And I know he's not even working anymore in that field. That is just like, that's going to suck. Like that's going to
it's gonna be brutal,
man. Yeah.
Yeah. When we lose him, it will be a very, very sad day.
Tough.
Yeah. Very sad day.
I didn't expect Ace, you know, when Ace died.
Crush
And I
me,
knew
dude.
that he had the accident. It was weird. Him and Gene Simmons both had an accident. Like Gene Simmons had a car wreck. And I'm a Kiss fanatic, by the way. And then Ace, you know, he had a fall. But I was like, oh, he had a fall. He's going to be okay. And then you find out that he passed. And it freaking knocked me right on my ass. Because I've always thought those 4 original members of Kiss, eventually one of them is going to die. I don't care which one dies. It's going to really, really, really suck. And yeah, that was brutal.
And Wes Borland of Limp Bizkit recently died too, which was a complete shock. I had no idea he was even
The
sick.
bass player, not Wes. I thought it was
Yeah, I was going to say it wasn't Wes,
Oh,
was it?
Sam Rivers, not Wes
Yeah,
Borland. Sam Rivers. Yes. Apologies. Yes, Sam
I
Rivers.
think he died the day after Ace or something, like a day or two after Ace.
Yeah, it was really close. Yeah.
It's me and my dad went and saw Alice and Judas Priest, and we were riding back, and I don't know why, but both of us were talking, and we were just kind of sad. Like, thank God Alice still moves like he's 30.
Yeah.
Bends down, runs, does this, gets the guillotine bubble. And Judas, when you see Rob up there, he still sounds great, but it's as fun as it was kind of somber on the ride.
Yeah,
back.
he's not moving fast. I saw him a few years ago.
Yeah, we're just like, I pray to God, like, you know, when Alice dies, shit, I'm probably just gonna go.
Yeah,
in.
man, we, you know, us rock heads, we all have our influences and our favorites, and you know, some of them are deeper cuts than others, but
Shit.
yeah,
I'm not messing around. Like I told Sydney, I said, Blue Oyster Cult's coming to Dallas. Let's go see Buck. Let's go see Eric. I'm going to see Blue Oyster Cult. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm going. So December 13th or 16th, Dallas, Texas. I'll be there.
It wasn't
That'll
even
be a fun show.
It wasn't even until a couple years ago where I feel like I always used to feel like people were weird, like when a celebrity would die, if it really impacted them. I was like, I don't know. I don't really think I could care about somebody that much. But Chester Bennington of Lincoln Park, that was the first one where I mean, that really cut deep. I was pretty distraught about that. But I think that the one that I don't want to happen is James Hetfield. Like that's going to be a difficult one too. But you know, he's still rocking. He's still kicking ass.
Yeah, he's fine. He ain't going nowhere.
It's weird though. Like, it's like I guess once you hit a certain age, but like you look at like James Hetfield, like just 10 years ago, he looked like his younger self, you know?
Right.
And there's a certain threshold that you're like, oh, okay, now I don't want to say mean by this, but now you have the kind of the old man face, right? You're starting to have the wrinkles, I guess, in the certain spots. But I'm seeing that with James Hetfield now.
That's what I love about Alice. Alice has looked 65 since
Dude, he
1983.
has, man.
Yeah.
He looked. He's looked
when he's
old
singing
for
I'm
50
18,
years.
he looks like he's freaking 81.
He's the
Well,
man,
same thing
man.
with Iggy Pop. Like he's
Oh my God.
Piz,
Iggy.
did you see his farewell concert? The last Piz, you have to go on YouTube, watch it. His farewell concert. He
I
got in
saw
the
it.
casket, they rolled the casket off stage.
I saw that. Yeah, I
God
saw
bless
that.
Iggy,
Yeah.
man. I never got
Yeah.
to see Iggy, but he's still underrated. Most people my age, they couldn't tell you 5 Iggy Pop songs. They just couldn't. It's like, I don't know what it is about Iggy Pop. Like, he's a legend, but like, it's like people say, oh, well, Kiss is huge, but nobody knows a song about him. Nobody knows Iggy Pop songs.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Iggy's more
knows.
known for his like stage persona and like rubbing peanut butter all over himself and just,
Fucking
you don't talk about the songs, even though the songs are great. You talk about, oh my God, did you see what Iggy did last night at the concert?
He's still doing it shirtless. I saw that video, and their comments were like, "Iggy, you can put a shirt on
nice.
now."
It's official. Get that shirt on.
Yeah.
Iggy doesn't own a shirt, you know. He
Yeah,
doesn't
I
own a
guess
shirt.
not.
Man, my dad, when I was a little kid, he had the Brick by Brick. I think it was the Brick by Brick record. We used to listen to that song Candy all the time with the B-52 girl singing with him. My God, it's burned in my brain as a kid. My dad always popped that cassette in. I don't know why he liked Iggy Pop, but he did.
No, my mom, huge Kiss fan. I think it is her favorite band of all time. So I just grew up with that, man. The day Ace died, and I've never been like a huge Kiss fan, but like I like a lot of their songs. That's all I listened to at work was just older Kiss records. Like I was just, I don't know. It's just like, but
it's feel good music. It really is. It is.
Yeah.
But man, Ace, that one. It hit me harder than I thought it would, like Ace. But I've been following Kiss pretty. Me and Christian have talked about like the books, like all 4 members, they all wrote their own books. And Christian was like talking about Peter's book. And he's right. Peter's book is definitely the most honest, and he's not afraid to, put himself down. But in a way, it comes off as kind of like charming. Because Peter Criss, you get what you get.
That's right.
He doesn't lie about the drugs and the alcohol and the women and all that stuff. Whereas Paul Stanley, man, he freaking, rails on everyone, including Gene Simmons, to be fair.
Yeah.
And he'll be the first to admit that that's just his personality. He does have thin skin, and he gets, But I've read Paul Stanley's book probably 6 times now. Audiobook.
If you're a Kiss fan, it's the best one because you get to hear about Crazy Nights, Asylum. You get to hear about every single record. Happy Halloween, everybody, by the way.
Yeah. Hey, this is perfect. Morbidity for Halloween is perfect.
Piz, I'm sorry. You're going to have to get us
Piz,
back on
don't
track.
ever bring me on a stream again, okay? I'll start talking about Kiss.
No, I like this. I like this music talk. I mean, like I said, we're going to go all over the place here tonight.
I love it.
We're it's totally wide open here. But let's kind of get back on track with some movies. Again, I've not watched any of my go-tos yet. I've not watched a single. Well, I've watched one Halloween movie for the purposes of doing a re-review, but it's not one of my favorites. So I have watched some newer stuff. Did anybody get out and see Chris Stuckman's film Shelby Oaks?
No, I want to.
I
though.
still
I
haven't
need
seen
to
Black
say-
Phone 2 either. So
It seems like that's the review that every YouTube critic is reviewing and getting a lot of views. I think everybody just likes to see what other reviewers think of a YouTube reviewer's movie. Like I got 32,000 views on that. That's not my world. I'm usually happy with 5 to 10 on a new release. So I know what that's about. And then you can't win. If you like the movie,
Right.
then you are a
you're a shill. Yeah.
And you're kissing Chris Stuckman's ass. And if you don't like the movie, you're a dick,
Right.
So it's like, so I just kind of front loaded my review with my history. Of course, Chris Stuckman was an influence, but I have to set all that aside. And I got to tell you what I was feeling when I walked out of the movie, and it just didn't land for me. And that's fine. But I think the people that like it are getting more shit than the people that didn't like it, because people love they love you to shit on movies in YouTube, right? Like if I walk out of a movie and I did not like it, a part of me goes, I'm gonna get double the views for this. It's just because I didn't like it, and it's a higher profile movie. That's the sad truth. That's just the way it is. And I review everything, whether I like it or I don't like it. I'm not one of those channels that just tries to get hate clicks. But I try to be genuine. I try to be honest. And yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen Strangers Chapter 2. I haven't seen The Black Phone 2. I haven't been to the theater in probably over a month. So I've been slacking there myself.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Strangers 2, but I'm gonna review it right now. It sucks. There's no way it's any good.
It's a little better. It's a little better, I think, and I thought for sure, because I hated Chapter 1. And I was like, at least they can Rob Zombie Halloween 2 this bitch and not tell the same story. And let's see where they go now, since it's all like kind of open field. It's like 0.5% better. I'll say that.
Good thing I didn't spend my money at the theater. Like,
it's not good or anything.
That I don't get how Randy Harlan can freaking make Elm Street 4 okay, but we're talking Cliffhanger, Die Hard 2. Then he makes The Strangest Chapter 1. What the hell is that all about?
Yeah, I was totally ready for a Rennie Harlan renaissance with that.
Yeah, this guy's a real. I mean, he's worked with the greatest of the greatest. Like, how do you get much bigger? You don't get bigger than Stallone, or then you're gonna make Strangers Chapter 1. Looks like a student film. If you want my honest opinion.
There's nothing original whatsoever about Strangers Chapter 1. It's the most watered down, formulaic, and you're just shocked that Rennie Harlan directed this. Are you serious?
Oh, it's a remake. It is the dollar store remake of the original Strangers. Like, even from the point of, dude, when they're going around the side of the house and you hear someone, I'm like, they're going to shoot the wrong person here, just like in the first movie. And then it happened. And I was like, I want to die. And I saw it with my brother. And when we walked out, I actually felt really bad because I love the first and second one. I actually prefer Prey at Night, but like, love them both. And my brother and I like kind of looked at each other and he was like, dude, was that like kind of ass? And I was like, yeah, it actually was. And like, that sucks to say.
Especially
I don't think you're going to have to worry about spending your money on seeing the third one in the theater. That thing's going to streaming.
Oh yeah, it's going straight to streaming or straight to hell.
They're going to dump that thing quick.
I'm gonna try to go see Shelby Oaks. I like Stuckman. I just want to support him. I'm not gonna. I can't say I'm gonna love it, but I'm gonna. I like Stuckman, man. I ain't got a problem with him.
I'm in it's barely a fail rate for me, right? It's not like a trash.
You'd be doing him a disservice if you lied anyway. You know what I'm saying? You can't just fluff him up just because he started reviewing movies like everybody else. You can't lie, So you gotta tell it like it is.
Yeah, there's a really interesting kind of thing going on with that movie where, and like you said, and like I was thinking the same thing in the back of my mind, Lee, when I decided I was going to go watch it and review it. If I love it and I praise it, I'm going to have people say, "No, you're a simp and you're bootlicking or whatever." If I hate it and I explain why I hate it, I'm going to be called a hater.
Well, you couldn't do any better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you get that. I got that.
And I don't. And I gave it a recommendation, but for a matinee. Like it's not great.
Yeah,
it's not awful. And I was really curious to see, like, okay, now my review is out. Let me see what some other people are saying about this thing. And probably 9 out of the 10 reviews I watched weren't just like it's bad, but like it was awful. And it got me thinking, like, if take Stuckman's name off of it, take the huge hype train off of it. And I think the hype train is, whenever I see the online hype machine for a movie like this, and you see the outlandish blurbs, it's a masterpiece. It's the scariest movie of all time. I just go, shut up. Like, that's the most manufactured, phony. Like, we've all been burned by those a million times over. But take the hype away, take Chris Stuckman's name off of it. If it was just a movie on Shudder that people found, well, I mean, it wouldn't have gotten a theatrical release without Stuckman. It wouldn't have had the hype without the hype train. But I think if people just stumbled across it on Shudder, they'd be like, yeah, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. And it would just be like, yeah, I'll give it I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd and move on.
I almost feel bad. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Piz.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I almost feel bad for Stuckman because, he did, obviously he's got a big following. I've watched Stuckman for years too. And like, this was a passion project of his. And I saw, although I guess it did already make its budget back, it really kind of went down with a whimper. I think it only made like 2 million this weekend. And, you know, it's October and I saw that marketing everywhere. And I'm just kind of like,
it was
man,
everywhere.
Like, I hope it doesn't hurt his chances of doing more down the line. You know, if that's his passion and he's somewhat decent at it, I hope he gets more opportunities. But yeah, I mean, it's not like the marketplace is exploding right now with movies. I mean, Black Phone 2 is doing okay. But still, it's kind of weird. This October's kind of sucked for movies.
Yeah, it
honestly.
does. But to prove my point, Piz, about how you can't win, like Jeremy Johns reviewed it. That's the review everybody was waiting for, you know, because those were the two OGs. And Jeremy Johns gave it a negative review. And on X, I saw today somebody said, yeah, but this is the same guy who liked Matt Walsh's, you know.
Am I racist?
Am I racist?
Yeah.
You couldn't pick two more different movies in a different genre. And also, it's not like he's picking a political side. He's reviewing a movie, you know? So you can't, like I said, you cannot win. Whether you like it, whether you hate it. I do too, dude.
I drop shit on the internet and then I'll walk away.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
man.
I don't comment back to
I
anybody.
need to start doing that, man, because like before I saw the movie and before I reviewed it, like I said, Chris Tuckman posted a video, I think the day that it was released or the day before it was released. I posted a comment saying, you know, something like, I was sitting in a freaking tent in Afghanistan watching you on a laptop in 2012, and now somehow I'm here reviewing your movie. Something nice like that. That thing got 2,400 likes, which is weird. But then don't dare read the comments because like half the comments below are like, you know, dissing me because I was in the military and how I'm, you know, a war criminal. And I'm just dude, I'm just.
That sounds like Twitter. That sounds like Twitter to me. Yeah.
It gets pretty nasty in there.
Well, and there were at least 2 or 3 comments on my review saying, "Well, I'm not going to watch it because I hate Chris Stuckman," or "It's going to suck because it's Chris Stuckman," or
but you're going to watch a review about this movie, you dumb idiots.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sick of these dumbasses.
and I responded to all of them saying, "Well, look, if you can separate the art from the artist, there might be enough here for you to like."
What the hell did the guy do? What did he do that makes you hate him? Like, didn't he like escape like Mormonism or some crap? Like,
he did.
What is that the worst that happened?
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
He was a Jehovah's Witness.
Jehovah's
Wasn't he?
God. It must be the Jehovah's Witness. I swear, man. The people are.
Well, remember last year with the Madam Web, we had this whole thing, and Chris Tuckman made a video, and I didn't agree with what he was saying in the video about how Madam Web deserved any credit whatsoever, but the thing that people constantly give him shit about, he was upfront and said, "Hey, I don't consider myself a critic anymore. I consider myself just more of a movie appreciation channel." And I think if you're upfront with your audience, hey guys, just so you know, I don't critique movies anymore, so don't expect that. Watch this with this channel. I'm just movie appreciation. Simple as that. You read his comments on his, oh my God, I hope he doesn't read comments because some of the most vile, nasty, whether you agree with him or not, still
he pays somebody to do his comments, and rightfully so. You know, if my channel was that big, I'm paying somebody else to respond to comments. I'm not doing it.
I got to push back a little. This is just my opinion.
No, that's good.
What I thought he was really saying without saying it is, I'm about to start entering the lion's den.
Yep.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna shut the hell up now.
Yeah.
That's what I. And if he would have said that, he still would have got shit. But
no matter what.
Some people would have been like, okay, at least he knows. That's what I would have said. I would say, I'm fixing to make a movie. You guys are most of y'all are gonna hate it. So
that was my criticism, was like, just be upfront. You're getting into filmmaking. You don't want to piss off the people who you are hoping are going to give you a job in 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
So, you know,
of course, there's that too. I mean, you don't want to go shitting on movies constantly when you got a movie that's in the process of coming out. That's just asking for.
Yeah.
Well, Christian, we're never getting hired by Don Mancini, or we're never getting hired by United Artists after what we said about Jeepers Creepers Reborn. So we can kiss that goodbye.
We'll see. I mean, the right check can change my opinion. I'll tell you that.
Well, people have even turned that against him too, because they're saying like he doesn't want to be critical of movies because he knew he was putting out a stinker. So he was saying, please be nice to my movie. So like everything's just, I don't know. It's so weird. It's such a weird phenomena to me of people will still go watch a, oh God, Roman Polanski movie.
Mhm.
And we all know what Roman Polanski did.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
you know, Chris Stuckman, we can't get past the fact that it's Chris Stuckman. So there's definitely some jealous. I don't think the movie was not a great movie. It certainly wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but people are saying it's the worst thing they've ever seen. They're
saying that this week,
there.
but then the
You
next
just-
week they'll say something else is the worst thing ever.
You just haven't seen many movies if you're saying that. I mean, truly, I walked out of the theater. I've told Christian his story after Jeepers Creepers Reborn, and there was a guy in front of us that said that was the worst thing I've ever seen. He turned to me and said that. And I actually said to him, I was like, dude, you haven't seen that many movies then. Like, because it's bad, but I've seen worse than that. Like, I have, unfortunately. I mean, you got House Shark, Piz. That's got to be top
Jesus.
5, right?
That's probably that guy is probably what I would consider the rational consumer that watches just normal shit on TNT or goes to the movies once a year. So I can't believe that was the worst thing he's ever seen.
Yeah.
You know,
I've had directors, producers, whatever, studios from lower tier studios email me screener links, and they'll put a trailer in there. I don't have time to cover everything, but okay, I'll click on the trailer. Let's see what it looks like. Oh my God. Like some of the worst, you know, it just looks like they made it for $1.50. Okay. Let's just say that in the night. And so usually I'm like, are they expecting me to lie and say that this movie's good when they gotta know that this isn't good. Right. So some of those people that complain about Chris Stuckman's movie looks like freaking The Godfather next to some of the stuff that I've been sent, you know?
But if any one of you guys got funding and went into being a director, and you know, I'd obviously go support your movie 100%. But I wouldn't lie to you, you know. So if anything,
I gotta be honest, dude. If I make anything, all y'all better say it's good to me.
Y'all
better tell me it's good.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, and that's the thing, you know, is like, Christian, if you get big money funding for Uncle Jerry 3 and it gets a theatrical release and it's garbage, I'm gonna tell you it's garbage. But I'm gonna say congrats, but it was garbage.
Oh God, that'd be fun. Piz, what did you think? It was interesting.
Yeah,
you know, it was interesting.
Shout out to Philip Workman. Thank you for the $2. Pretty sad when Wes Craven died. That was indeed a very sad day. Yes, indeed.
That's going on 10 years now, huh?
I know. I can't believe he's been gone that long. Gosh. FX Star Lord, thank you for the $2. What's your idea of a perfect Halloween Michael Myers movie? We're going to get into that sort of thing here momentarily. So stay tuned. But thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
You were talking about Twitter. Oh my God. I pissed off the Scream fans the other day and I didn't even realize it because I was at work. And so I had fired off a tweet at like noon where it was like, what's better, like Halloween or Scream as a franchise? And I was like, Halloween, hands down. It's not even close. And I had my phone in my pocket for like 5 straight hours. And I got off work at about 8:30 and I pull my phone out and I'm like, oh my God. And there are Scream fans in the replies like, you have no idea what you're talking about. Or like terrible take. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. I just went after Scream fans, I guess, just for saying that I feel like the Halloween franchise is better. And one of the comments that you would see a lot is like, well, Scream is more consistent. Yeah, consistently average, I would say. And that's just my opinion. There's really high highs in the Scream franchise. There's great movies in that series. There's also ones that are really average. So like, sure, it's consistent. They're no worse than average, but I'd say the highs in Halloween are higher than any high in Scream. Personally, I mean, that's just my opinion, but I don't know.
Well, it's, and you know, I got a real, so I've had these observations about the Halloween fandom, and recently I posted this just dumb little video, one of those TikTok filters where it randomly throws you a Halloween movie and you have to rank it in like 30 seconds. And I drew some more observations from the comments that I received on that. Number one, a lot of people don't know what random means. Number two, and this one was absolutely shocking to me, because I thought we were at least a good 15 years, at least, beyond disliking Halloween 3 simply because Michael Myers wasn't in it. No, we have regressed majorly. There were so many comments across all Facebook, Instagram, not TikTok so much, but people saying Halloween 3 is atrocious. How can you even put that on your list? Michael Myers isn't in it. It's the worst Halloween, blah, blah, blah. Just because Michael Myers isn't in it. That really blew my mind. I literally, I thought we were at least 15 years beyond disliking Halloween 3 because Michael Myers wasn't in it. No, we're back.
You're going to fire Christian up. That's one of the worst sentences he can hear. He hates that sentence with a fire.
Don't go looking in the comments, especially on the I posted it. Well, it was on Facebook and Instagram both. There were so many hateful comments about Halloween 3 because Michael Myers was not in it. It totally blew my mind. At first I thought people were like trolling, but no, this was for real hatred for Halloween 3. This was recent. Yeah. Wow. Well, a couple weeks ago. And really, really blew me away. And the other observation, I've had this observation for a while, but that post, I think, cemented it. I think you can separate Halloween fandom into two different categories. I think you've got the old heads like us, and then you have like maybe some of the younger, newer fans who like the Blumhouse trilogy was their intro. Like the 2018 movie was their first Halloween. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So those movies are sacred, at least 2018 and Kills are. So if you don't put Kills in 2018, at least in your top 5, you are going to hear about it. And if you don't put Ends at the very bottom of your list, you are absolutely going to hear about it.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that this newer segment of Halloween fandom, they've embraced Rob Zombie's Halloween too. They've brought it into the fold because the Kills Myers and the Zombie Myers are kind of the same in terms of they're very brutal. It's so any dislike of Rob Zombie's Halloween, if you know me, I freaking hate Rob Zombie's Halloween. So I had to hear that all in the comments too. But it was a very eye-opening thing. I think you've got us old heads, and then you've got like the newer breed of Halloween fandom, and both sides are passionate. Both sides can be very aggressive with their love, and it was very eye-opening. The comment section on those posts for the hatred for Halloween 3 and the new blood in the Halloween fandom. What do you guys think?
Well, I did a ranking video about a week and a half ago or whatever, and I titled it correctly and said at the very beginning, guys, warning, this is not going to be like a ranking that you normally see. So like, I'm just going to give you a warning here. I don't think I've ever seen more comments in my life as a Halloween fan about how there's no way 2018 can be so low for you. It's clearly better than Halloween.
They're not going to like my ranking.
It's clearly better than this. And I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. Like, if you're going to tell me Halloween 2018 is a better sequel than Halloween 2 1981, I might actually argue you are objectively wrong. Like, I know it's opinions, but like so many people, and it wasn't just like someone would say it. That comment would have 6 or 7 likes on it too. And I'm like, people are piling on like, yeah, how dare you have 2018 like near the bottom? And I'm like, God, it felt like H2O and 1981's Halloween 2 tried to get married and have a baby, and that's what that movie was. And most of it didn't work for me. Like, I don't know. But you're right. It is a generational thing. They remember their memories of Michael Myers, their first memories, Halloween 2018. You say things against that.
Right.
I lost subscribers because I changed my mind about 2018. It got really bad, at least in my world, in my orbit. It might have bled over into some of you guys, but it's just, I put Halloween 2018, and I also accept some of this fault. I put it at number 2 when it first came out. I you know what? Let me take you back. Piz, I don't know if you remember this, but before John Carpenter came into the fold, I think this was around 2017, 16, something like that. Before all that, there was Halloween Returns. And back in 2015, I did a little update on Halloween Returns. And back then, I didn't think Halloween, it's a big franchise. It's the big 3. But I didn't think it would be the horror version of Star Wars in terms of toxic fandom. Like it got like I don't see this with Friday the 13th, and I don't see this with Nightmare. And maybe it was because Halloween was new, like this new David Gordon Green trilogy and all that. But I love the whole OG Myers before Rob Zombie. As much as I love Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, I still love that OG Myers run especially up until 6. So this was OG Myers coming back again, finally, after, if you look at freaking Resurrection came out in 2002. So this was 2018. So this is 16 years. We were going to get OG Myers back. Am I not going to like get are my expectations not going to be a little high? And so when I saw that movie, I loved Halloween 2008. I gave it number 2. It's number 10 now in my ranking. It fell that much. I caught so much shit when I actually pushed it to number 7. I had people say, "You changed your mind. You're a liar. How dare you?" And it sounds like I'm being like, exaggerating. No, it got really, really bad. And I literally had people say, "I'm unsubbing your channel. I can't trust you anymore. How dare you do what you've done to me?" And yeah, man, it got
I
really,
put it at
really
12,
bad.
Lee. I put it at 12.
Yeah.
And,
I wouldn't go that far, but it's number 10. It's number 10.
Yeah.
Christian,
Technically number
take?
11 because I separated the producer's cut and the theatrical cut. So,
Which is what you're supposed to do in those rankings. Let me ask the chat, who has the most toxic fan base? Is it Halloween or is it Scream? So let me read to you guys some of the comments from Facebook that are on my little video here. Rob Zombie at Easy 10. I instantly turned the video off. Halloween ends better than Halloween 2018. Please throw up that edibles link, sir.
That's if they're funny, you gotta. I love the funny.
Yeah.
If they make me laugh, they get a heart. From
that
me.
gets you on my good side.
Bruh put Halloween 3 third, but doesn't even know Michael Myers wasn't part of it. Lost me at Halloween 3 at 3. Rob Zombie's Halloween at number 10. Do you even watch horror movies? Halloween 3 always on last position. Always. You put Halloween 3 at 2. I didn't put it at 2. I put it at 3. So this person doesn't understand numbers. Yeah. You lost me putting Halloween 3 in the 3rd spot. I would put it at about 400. Halloween 3 at 3. How about 10? In 2018, Halloween is probably a 4 or 5. How are you going to put Rob Zombie's Halloween 10th?
Please drop that edibles link.
Please. Somebody said everybody puts Season of the Witch at the bottom of their list because Michael Myers doesn't even come out.
And that's crazy to me because I never hear that. I always hear people praising the hell out of Halloween 3.
Yeah,
Very
that's just as annoying, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You lost me at 3. Ain't no way Rob Zombie's Halloween is below the Blumhouse ones, and putting Halloween Ends as the best of that trilogy is ridiculous. Respectfully, Halloween 3 will never be in a realistic top 10 list, said this person.
Well, there you have it, Biz. That's not a real list.
It's a fantasy list.
There you go. There you go. And I know there's some there's even like some spicy ones on here. Like people really, Piz, your list is gross. You should feel ashamed.
Hell yeah.
Ashamed.
Yeah,
that's how you know you're doing something right. Christian and I got a comment on a Unita recently. I ended up deleting the thread, Christian, because the guy got pretty personal, but he was like, "I'm really getting sick and tired of the two of you trying to act like you're like the first fans ever of Halloween 3, blah, 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 blah." It was like he went on this whole rant, and I replied, and I was like, "We never said we were the first fans. We're just saying that we've always liked it, like from the first time we saw it." And yeah, I agree with Piz, man. Halloween 3 is starting to be a little more contentious again, and I think it's a Gen Z thing. I don't know.
The fact Halloween 3 is 3rd tells me you don't know anything. Right. You're out of your mind if 3 isn't last. Right. All respect went out the door with Ends at 6. I quit watching when you ranked Ends. So yeah, a lot of
it makes you wonder, is there a ranking where you won't get like troll comments, like is there a perfect ranking that like is untouchable?
No,
I don't even think there is.
There is, and it'll be mine that drops this week on Planet CHH.
All you trolls, you heard that. Those targets on Christian's. If part 3 is not last on his list, just attack him viciously.
Oh no, part 3 is number 1. So I'm excited to see where the Gen Zers, what do they say to Christian?
They
man.
can say they want, man. Comment section's theirs. Let them
It
have
almost
So-
it almost makes me want to like do a troll ranking, like say this is the right Halloween ranking, and then at the end of the video say, oh, by the way, this is not my ranking. This is just so I want everybody in my comments to agree that okay, that's a good ranking.
But they don't get that. They don't get that far, Lee. They're not going to watch till the end. They're going to see
No, they
like the
won't.
title or the first placement they don't like, and they're like, I'm done. And it's like,
Yep.
okay.
Piz, you asked a question to the audience. I just wanted to answer if it's okay.
Sure.
You asked which fan base is worse, Scream or Halloween. I'm actually going to go Scream because they get political
Yeah, they do.
Right.
obvious
yes.
reasons.
because of
Yes.
the Melissa situation and all
Yes.
that. And they can have it. They can kiss my ass. They can have Scream. You know what? I'm gonna be real. I'm over it. Those new movies are fine. They're okay.
Yeah.
But they can have all that shit, man.
Yeah.
I moved on. I'm gonna be watching. Matter of fact, I got my box sets right here. Piz Party of 5, Nev Campbell. That's what I'm that kind of Nev Campbell fan now. Party
There
of
you
5.
go.
That's how I'm
There you go.
I didn't really care for
Yeah.
Scream 5 and 6.
They're
at all, so
fine, but, like,
I'm not super hyped.
they're fine, but now it's just like, is it really that worth fighting over? Like,
No.
like, is it really that good? You got to fight over these movies.
Yeah, I remember I posted something on Twitter not long ago about how they're desperate because they've lost Melissa Barrera, so now they've got to pull Nev back out of it and dust off Sydney and bring Kevin Williamson back and blah blah blah. And of
Right.
course, somebody was like, "You don't care about the genocide," and I was like, "What does that have to do with anything?" Like,
That's what I'm saying,
come
man.
on.
It's
Yeah.
nuts.
You can't talk about Scream as a franchise if you don't first take a political stance. That's how it is for them. And it's really
Right.
weird because it's like, I'm just talking about the movies, guys. Everything else that happens on the periphery, whatever, I don't give a shit about. But they don't want to hear that. They want to hear the other thing.
I
Yeah.
honestly think the beast feeds itself. I think before social media, I never heard, because I used to go on to like, official Halloween message board, forums, stuff like that. Yeah, forums do get a little crazy, but
Rest in peace.
I don't remember it being to the level of like social media. And I think what I mean by it feeds itself is I think somebody will say something, a hot take or whatever you want to call it. It'll
Mhm.
get a lot of clicks, a lot of likes or whatever like that. And they're like, oh, shit, I got some likes. Okay, so let me double down. And then
Mhm.
that's what they do. They just, let me just say the most outlandish thing, maybe even like insult somebody. And let's see if I can actually get more likes. And I think that's what happens, honestly.
Bro,
I
the
don't think it would
OHM
be like if it wasn't for social media.
The OHMB was goated. Like, people don't remember the official Halloween message board enough. And the fact that thing died, the death that it did, is just still depressing to me. I loved that site.
Yeah,
was
I
on
used
it
to go to that
every
site
day.
constantly.
Yep.
Miss it.
Mhm. Yeah, I was on there a lot too.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was good stuff.
Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. Oh, Silver Staff, thank you for the $5. What you all need to do is rank the priority of the criteria by which films ought to be judged.
That's a good idea.
A lot of people don't understand what random means. They're not gonna get that. That's going over their head. But thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, goodness gracious. So yeah,
My UK
odd.
box set should be shipped this week, by the way. Nightmare on Elm Street. It's coming.
Oh, okay.
Right
Cool.
on.
Mhm.
Cool.
It kind of works out because I missed out on the US Amazon. I for some reason, because you go through all the social medias and stuff passes you by, and so I missed it because I probably was a day late, and so I was like, damn, I missed it. But then I see all these posts on forums saying they ordered it, but they never got it. Their order got canceled, and then they missed out on the UK one because that one already sold out. So it kind of worked out for me because I ended up having to order the UK set, which looks like it's going to, but hey, maybe that one will get canceled. Who knows?
Mm.
No, you should
Hopefully
be
not.
fine. You should.
Yeah, I
you
think I should be. Brother Belial. That's what I ordered it from. So
Hell yeah,
we'll see.
Mm.
that's a good dude.
Well,
He's gonna take care of you. He'll take care.
Oh, really? Cool.
That's
Thanks,
a good
man.
guy. That's a good guy.
Well, let's segue away from Halloween just for a moment, and let's talk about physical media if you guys want to.
Yeah.
What's your all's take on all this wild Scream Factory hullabaloo that's been going on the past few days?
Well, I'll
Any
say
thoughts
this,
on that?
and I'm the guy that knows nothing about I don't have sources. I'm not in the physical media game, I guess. But I remember when Best Buy, that was the first chink when Best Buy stopped doing physical media. And then I saw a lot of different channels on Instagram and YouTube stating, no, physical media is going to be fine. And I'm like, Best Buy stopped selling physical media. That's a pretty big one. And then it's just like that happened. And then like 5 more things happened. And so now here we are. And we're hearing about Shout Factory probably, or maybe stop selling physical media. And I'm like, is this going to be the point where people start really getting afraid? Like, oh shit, maybe maybe physical media is in trouble. And it'll still always be like a niche thing. But I think the days of a decade ago are almost long gone. And that might be a hot take, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, the Best Buy and like my local Walmart is just complete. Their physical media section is their LP section is almost as big as the Blu-rays in 4Ks now. So yeah, but I look at some of the boutique labels and they seem to be doing really well and they're putting out great stuff. And Scream Factory's been on a decline for a number of years. Scream Factory's been following that Anchor Bay playbook to just oblivion for a while now, and they're following it really close now. Talking about wanting to put out original stuff and cutting back on, because I mean clearly that seems to be what's going to happen. They're shutting down the store. They're closing this membership thing, so the stores that's going to change pretty significantly, I think. Which way it's going to go, who knows? But that's pretty much exactly what Anchor Bay did once they got bought out by, I forget what I think it was Stars bought them out. And then they tried doing their own original stuff and putting that out. They almost, if it wasn't a Halloween or an Evil Dead, they didn't put anything physical out unless it was one of their originals, and then they were just gone one day. So I don't know. It's that's again, Scream Factory's just following that playbook, play by play. It seems like.
I think it. Some of the 2 Scream Factory creators, people have shared what they have commented about on it, and Cliff has said to, and people have talked about the other guy that created it, and Cliff has said the same thing. It's just like, this is literally not shocking to me. Part of me thinks they'll have about a year, and then my theory is they're going to take their library, because they own a lot of films. They own Roger Corman's movies. They own a lot of that stuff, and I think they're going to either start licensing a lot of the movies they own out to Kino, TerraVision, Vinegar Syndrome, Arrow Video, and then they're going to try to push their streaming Shout Factory TV. I think they're going to really try to push that. Yeah. And it's a weird time, because I have been told what Vinegar Syndrome does on a Black Friday sale, and my jaw hit the floor when I heard the number. Millions of dollars overnight. And and Cliff says that Arrow has never been stronger. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they sold over 100,000 Friday remake 4Ks, and the same for Jason X and Jason Goes to Hell. I mean,
for sure.
And I could be undershooting it. So, Kino, Arrow, Vinegar Syndrome, and even TerraVision at this point, I think they're doing just fine. Anytime I talk to Brad from TerraVision, it doesn't seem like he's worried about where his next meal is coming from. I'll put it to you like that. So I think it's one of those things where it's physical media. It's fine. And it's not going away. But if the people that are running Scream Factory, they don't want to be in it, then they don't want to be in it. It's not because they're losing money, because I've heard that Scream Factory's had I heard 2020 for Scream Factory was an incredible year.
Yeah.
Because of COVID, more or less. But like, they've had some of their better years lately. So I don't know, man. I think it's one of those things where the people that are in charge now, they don't care about it. It's like,
do you think because the industry's like kind of compressing, You know, a lot of the bigger chains like Best Buy and Walmart and Target aren't selling as much. You think that's actually helping the smaller boutique companies?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think direct to consumer is just the way to go. I used to
Yeah.
want to fight to keep it, but honestly,
Well,
they
when I
annoy
bought
they
from like
annoy me
Brother
in Best Buy
Bilal,
anyway, you know?
yeah, when I buy
Mhm.
from a boutique, it's easy. You know, I sometimes you're like you're hovering your mouse over the submit button or place order. When I'm doing it from a boutique, it's easier for me to hit that button. You know, where sometimes I'm like, if it's like Amazon, I'm like, if I'm half and half on it, and I'm like, I don't really want to spend that much money. Okay, I'll hold off. But if it's a boutique, oh, I'm helping these people out, so let me go ahead and place this order and feel that pinch. But at least I'm
It's
helping somebody.
there are things that annoy me, man. Like Lionsgate, they have completely reconfigured how they're doing physical media. They've now gone to
I
Lionsgate Limited.
I hate what Lionsgate is doing.
And yeah,
What
the
are they
big
doing?
problem. Well, the thing they're doing is, first off, I'm going to give them credit. They're getting their directors of the films involved. They did a great Crazies 4K. Great. Oh, it blew me away how good it was. But they're charging $8 for shipping. So when they put out their Vestron collectors lines, which at a time were $12, $14.99, they were going to Walmart's.
Yeah.
Now they're $24.99 with $8.99 shipping. So they're tripping over dollars to save pennies with all this shipping.
Mm.
You know, so people are like, well, I'm just going to wait till they put something else out. Then I'll get the whatever it is, X price point to get the free shipping. But I think there's certain stuff they just need to let go of it being exclusive to the website. And they need to put their Vestron collectors on Amazon. They just got to put them on there.
I don't know if you remember, Christian, but when Vestron, when they first the collector's series first launched, their titles were a little pricey.
They were $26.99, stuff like that. Yeah.
And then they had that run where like everything went down to like $15. The new stuff was like $15, $12. Like, wow, okay, great. I love this. And now they're doing this. It's almost like a Warner Archive thing. And the prices are crazy, and then shipping is crazy on top of that.
Yeah.
And if it's a 4K, I mean, you're spending $35 on that thing and $8 to ship. So that's a $40-something 4K.
I know, and it's
You know?
the thing that sucks is I think a lot of people, they feel guilty in a certain degree because they're like, screw that, I'm not getting that. But it's also like, well, physical media is kind of a niche thing now. If we don't do this or don't buy this, they're gonna say, well, it's dead. Nobody wants this stuff. You know, I don't know, man. Like they first off, one of my favorite movies ever, probably the most underrated film. I hate that word because now people say Halloween 3 is underrated, Nightmare 4 is underrated.
Exorcist 3 is officially no longer underrated, by the way.
No, it's a fucking Exorcist. It's got the title Exorcist. Everybody knows it. But Frailty, literally one of the most underrated films of all time. Lionsgate did an incredible release. I mean, they killed it, but it was so much money. I mean, it was like 40-something bucks, then $8 shipping.
Well, look at Trick or Treat too. 86.
That one but like you know what they did? 70... They said, okay, this movie's been out of print for so long. We're going to charge you for the 2 times you bought it the last 15 years.
And I bought 2 of them.
But you know what? Hey, I'll tell you what. They left no stone unturned on that release. You got a lot of shit with it.
Oh, dude, it's an awesome release. Yeah. That's the thing I do love about, like, I don't buy everything physical media these days, especially like the bigger studio movies. But man, I'm all about those classics getting the gold standard treatment from like Arrow and
dude,
I get super excited. And when Trick or Treat came out, I was like, oh my god, finally, I can't wait to get this, because I had like the custom
little Blu-ray from
whatever
eBay.
They had from eBay. Yeah, I still have that.
That wasn't that bad either.
It's not bad.
Pretty damn good job. Whatever he did, he did a pretty good
I've
job.
been wearing out that Fastway soundtrack for freaking decades, man.
Dude, what a band.
Soundtrack.
Eddie Trunk has never heard the Trick or Treat soundtrack, and he's a Fastway guy. That's insanity.
How is that possible?
I don't get it. It's weird.
I don't know. Fastway's such a great band, but that first record is probably the greatest ballroom blues, balls to the wall rock album I've ever heard. That's a great band, man.
Yeah, they are.
Fastway.
They were getting back into music.
I'm sure you've heard about this, Christian. That Arrow is doing a new 4K restoration of Halloween. As a matter of fact, a title that was still with Scream Factory. And I think the news was like they're going to put it on their streaming platform or whatever. But like, if Arrow's doing a 4K restoration,
Oh, okay.
on their streaming platform,
I messaged because people are like, Christian, ask Cliff. I'm like, I'll email him. I don't know what y'all expect me he's gonna say, but I emailed him. I said, so Cliff, when's that? Y'all ain't just doing digital, huh? No comment, smiley face. So,
dude, they put out a trailer for that. Of course, there's gonna be a physical release. Why would they even waste?
I think, dude, Arrow. I hope I'm right. Obviously, I'm just guessing. First of all, you know damn well 2026 we're getting Freddy vs. Jason from Arrow. There's no way we're not getting
for sure.
They're getting that. They're going to put the Elm Street remake out. I think they might actually pull it off and get every Halloween.
Dude,
they may not put them out at once, but they might do the zombie ones.
I saw a rumor about Halloween 5 last night from Arrow. I saw a rumor.
Oh, well, that'll 1, 4, and 5 without a shadow. I mean, I would literally bet my mortgage right now that 1, 4, and 5 are coming. That'll be the easiest ones for them to
Dr.
get.
Death Cut. It's coming.
Hell yeah.
But if they do a 4K box set, I mean, even if it's 4K, can they top the Scream Factory box set?
Sure.
Of which one? Are you talking? Oh, a whole set?
Yeah, like the whole shebang.
I'm gonna say no.
The answer is yes. Yes, the answer is yes, Lee. Because
hold on. Let me explain my answer. Okay. Oh. Yes, it's gonna be a better quality box set. But what I'm saying is what it's offering. When the 2014 box set for Halloween was announced, I was looking for one thing, and that one thing was Producer's Cut Halloween 6. Because before that, it had never seen the light of day. Nobody thought it was ever going to see the light of day. And not only did we get it, but we got a beautiful looking Blu-ray of it. And so what I mean by is topping that. I don't know if they can release anything for me, that was the holy grail. Like, I'm such a Halloween fan. I'm such a Halloween 6 fan. To get the freaking Producer's Cut in Blu-ray quality, top-notch sound, everything. I was like, oh my God, this is all I need. And still to this day, that was my holy grail. I got it. I can die happy now, guys. So what are they going to give me that I haven't already gotten besides better audio and video, of course?
No, Rob.
And not just that, but like the Halloween 6 was the centerpiece of that whole box set.
Oh, it was.
Because that was the one that got the most extras. We got the first official Producer's Cut release in high def.
There was some damn good extras in that box set.
Rob,
are they going to be able to give us better extras?
Features. That's what I want. I want special features for Halloween 2.
The selling point for the Arrow box set is they have to get that never before seen footage that one dude has been sitting on for years. Whatever they got to do, that would be a huge selling point for fans to get that box set. If they can somehow make a deal with that dude.
Piz, you're the only person that I've ever seen mention what you just mentioned. I've never seen a video on it. I've never seen, like Christian puts out tons of videos about this type of stuff. I've never seen, and Christian might have put out a video on this. I don't know, but I heard about.
I'm listening.
No, listen. Yeah, go ahead and get your video ready, okay? Because before I started YouTube, and maybe a decade before I started YouTube, there was rumors about this guy who bought 10 hours of unreleased footage of John Carpenter's Halloween, and he would not sell it. He would not get rid of it. It was like the holy grail of horror finds. And he's been sitting on it, probably sitting in his freaking attic for the last 20 years or even longer. And nobody knows if it'll ever be released, but it's full of deleted scenes.
There's a bunch of pictures from Kim Gottlieb from the set of Halloween that have never been released officially that Sean Clark owns. He showed me and Christian some of them off camera. And he made us show that we didn't have our phones in our hands, so we couldn't take pictures. He's like, I don't own these legally. Malik does. So he showed us a couple of behind the scenes photos that have never been released. And honestly, it's really cool.
I guarantee you Sean Clark knows about it. I guarantee
I'm sure.
For sure.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, I think that'd be a huge selling point if they could make a deal with that dude. But I mean, it's been so long. Are they just in the dude's basement? Are they just in his? Are they being preserved in any way? I mean, are they just deteriorating under his bed? I mean,
Because that's film. Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah.
Hey, now, Piz, didn't he buy that footage off of like after Halloween was made? Like they sold it to him or something like that?
I don't know about that. I don't.
Yeah.
I just know he's had it for years, and whatever price tag he's got on it is just too high that these companies.
Yeah, he won't.
go
Yeah,
for.
he won't agree to their terms because they don't want to pay him what he wants.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe him and Rubenstein are friends if that's the case too.
It's wild, man. I want to see that footage so bad.
You gotta have 150,000 just to talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's Rubenstein for
Can
you.
you that edition? If Arrow was able to get a hold of that, and that edition of Halloween comes out, and it's like all this brand new, spanking new 35 millimeter, beautiful footage that nobody's ever seen.
Well, I tell you what, dude. I tell you this. Cliff is gonna try. I guarantee you, he's trying. So whatever he's got going on, man. My thing is, I need Busta Rhymes on these special features. Busta, tell us about the filming. He just starts rapping.
I'm shocked Busta Rhymes hasn't made it to the convention scene because
dude.
He would crush at the convention.
Oh, he would crush big time. Everybody would be in line for Busta Rhymes. Danger Tank.
Yeah.
I
mean,
never say never, boys. Never say never.
Never say never.
I mean, it'll probably somebody will get to him eventually and say, Busta, you can make about you can make a lot of money just sitting on your ass.
Oh, easy
a whole
6
weekend.
figures.
Yeah, he'd be like,
when you guys go to conventions, do you get more excited about some of the deeper cut celebrities that might have had like, just a small bit, but it was something like say Bucky in Halloween 4, right? I don't know about you. I always get excited if it's somebody that's not that well known and they're not going to have a line. But I usually like beeline right to them and I start talking to them because I'm like, oh my God, I've been waiting to meet you forever.
Well, I've only been to one con, but I can tell you that Scarefest con, it was actually the coolest encounter I had was Christina Klebe from Rob Zombie's Halloween. And I think the reason for that is she's not a super well-known name. So like she talked to us for like 15 minutes. Like she didn't rush us. She was just talking our ears off and I loved it. Whereas like, Michael Berryman, he was awesome too. We talked to him for 10 minutes. Like, whereas you get some people like Bill Moseley was super nice, but you only have like 2 or 3 minutes because he's got a line and whatnot. But like, I would say in my one experience, that's probably fair to say.
Yeah, I talked to Kathleen Kinmont last time, and that was a good like maybe 10-minute conversation. She even like gave me her like email address, said, hey, if you ever want to do an interview, happy to do it. So like Ellie Cornell, that's somebody I would love to meet,
I've never met her.
Ellie Cornell,
where she's been at.
Yeah, Rachel.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Rachel. Yeah.
Can you please sign this? You are bland.
Yeah.
Stop it. You and Nick, man. I swear, dude. I'm gonna take you guys behind. Dude, you're crazy.
I want to meet Wendy Kaplan. Give me Tina.
Oh man, I would meet Tina. I would like to meet Tina too. I'm not a big Tina fan, but I'd meet her.
No, but my wallet and my patience agrees with you. I don't stand in line. I can't do it.
No.
But dude, that convention in Tennessee, I don't even want to say what it is because I don't want you to go for the audience. I'm sorry, because as soon as it gets found out and it gets too popular, dude, I walked right up to Dick Warlock. We shared a beer, had a good time, and then I went right next door and I saw part 5, Friday the 13th, Melanie.
Yeah,
Melanie, and she was amazing. I went and saw Melanie, and I got to talk to her for a few minutes, and boom, that was amazing. I don't like waiting. I don't have the patience. I just can't do it.
For me, like I've been to maybe like 5 or 6 conventions, and if you go on a Sunday afternoon, that's usually the best time to go because everybody's got everybody wants to go on a Saturday, right, or a Friday. So every time I go on a Sunday afternoon, there's like no, like I walked right up to Danielle Harris. There's like no line whatsoever.
But dude, what was she charging? If you don't mind, was she like 80, 100? What was she charging?
No, and this was a few years ago, but it was like I want to say like $40.
Oh,
something like that. It wasn't too bad.
This was more. You better. Time flies. This had to have been more than a few years ago. I guarantee you, she's charging 80 to 100 now.
Well, that's the talk. Like everybody talks about these conventions and want to let people don't want to go as much anymore because the prices are just insane. what
Oh,
they're
yeah.
charging.
Oh, let
like
me-
Mark Hamill's charging like $500.
Sean Clark just added a new story to his house, man. What do you tell you?
Yeah.
He's taking so much. Hey, I'm not hating. God bless him, but dude, it's
Yeah.
they outpriced me. I can't afford to go.
It's crazy. That's why I
It's
haven't
like
been in a few years.
conventions are the new Ticketmaster, man. It's
Yeah, they
just
are.
like
It's crazy.
you
You
know?
will
Yeah,
drop at least $500.
Yeah, and that's I mean that was one of the reasons. Like, well, there were a couple of reasons why we didn't go to Scarefest this year, but I remember just looking down the guest list and like, yeah, Jeremy will want to meet him. Jeremy will want to meet her. Jeremy will want to meet, like, literally half the people there. And I was like, okay, so if they're 40, at least $40 each. What's the 40 times? Oh my God, I'm going to have to take out a loan.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, on Daniel Harris's Talk Scare Me podcast, she was saying, don't even dare want to get in line just to say hello for free, because that's considered extremely rude.
Right.
You have to be prepared to freaking drop greenbacks.
Yo, yeah.
So,
yeah.
And I didn't know that. I always thought it was okay to like, because I did that. Like Tom Matthews on like the Sunday afternoon, nobody was in line. So I walked up to Tom Matthews. What's up, man? Shaking hands, talking and everything. Maybe I should have given him a dime. I didn't give him anything. I was just, hey, what's up, brother? And
I met him. He was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, he's so
if
cool.
there's-
Every Friday person I've ever met's been awesome.
If there's nobody at the table, sure, you can walk up and just say, hey, hi, I'm a big fan, blah, blah, blah. But like if you wait in line, like most of the time, if you wait in line, you're dealing with the handler first.
Yeah,
and if you're like, well, I just want to say hi, they're going to be like, yeah, hi, bye.
Get out here.
Yeah. So you're not even going to make it to them if you don't have cash in hand. So
No.
But yeah, prices are going up. Like there's people, and depending on the convention, I think prices shift too. If you're in a bigger convention, they might charge a little more than if they're in a smaller area. When it's at a smaller convention, they may charge a little less. I've seen that happen. I've seen a celebrity at two different conventions in the same year, and the prices are like $20 difference.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad I went to Texas Frightmare. I think it was 2018. Me and Sydney saw Steve Dash walk right next and saw Ted White. Then saw Kurzinger, and then saw CJ Graham. And they were all like $20-$30. Let me tell you something. The best Jason, the one that when I shook his hand, I felt them, was Ted White. That was a man's man.
Yeah.
I thought for sure you were going to say Warrington Gillette.
You know what? Let me tell you something. If he comes to my neck of the, if I go to a convention with Warrington, you bet your ass I'm going to meet him, because I think it's hysterical. He never admitted he wasn't in the movie. I think it's funny. I'm not going to hate on him. I want to meet Warrington. I would be like, hey man, do you have any other pictures besides just one shot? Where's the one with the tater sack, man?
He might have re-added those now that Steve's not there, no longer with us. He may have brought those back, because
remember you had Tony Moran putting an image of Michael Myers that wasn't him, and he got some flack for that because he's only known for the Myers Unmasked. So
Tony
he tells,
Moran,
but he
that guy.
he likes to say that he was Michael the whole
say
thing,
a lot.
but yeah, he does.
What he said about Jamie Lee Curtis is like, whoa, right, Levi? Jesus,
he's an interesting chap. Ben, thank you for the $5. Did y'all watch Rhonda Shear Up All Night return? It felt like the old show and had a nice tribute to Gilbert Gottfried. I did not, but I plan to.
Yeah,
I plan to.
USA.
Love me some Rhonda. I know.
She still looks good, man. I saw her promo for that thing, and I said, "Damn."
But Jeremy and I met her at a convention, FrankenCon, earlier this year. She was super, super nice and just super sweet, and
Oh, she's
wait, who's this?
Deal, man. Rhonda Shear.
Rhonda Shear.
Why does that sound familiar? What was she?
You were watching her back in the 90s.
USA Up All Night.
USA.
Okay. Yeah.
That was you either watch Joe Bob on TNT or you watch Rhonda on USA.
Yeah, I remember USA. Or USA, sorry, yeah.
Man, I'm pissed. It was 2099. My uncle used to babysit me and my brother, and he'd let us stay up late. My parents used to always go out. Piz, I'll never forget watching Joe Bob it was a Godzilla-thon, Piz. We were up all night watching Godzilla versus the Smog Monster and Godzilla versus Rodan, all them classic Toho early 60s ones. Oh my God.
Mhm.
And they were
Mhm.
amazing at that age. I mean, they were the real deal. Like, I didn't see them
Oh,
as
yeah.
bad movies back then. You know?
Oh man, yeah, those were bangers. Those were bangers. Yeah, gosh, I have so many great memories of USA Up All Night, and it's just just not the same sense. Thank you, Tony, for the $4.99. I would kill to get a Black Xmas Arrow 4K. Yeah, that movie would look so good in 4K. Why that's not on 4K, I have no clue. That's something Arrow definitely needs to.
Oh, I'm
Needs to
sorry.
get
He's
their
talking.
hands
Yeah,
on.
he's talking about the remake. Yeah,
No,
I don't
not
know.
the re-remake. Not the re-remake.
Yeah, not the re-remake. Jesus.
Yeah, 06. Christian said that I think it was in his video with Cliff, that like it's not for lack of trying, that they've been trying.
He probably did. I just don't remember him saying that. But yeah,
Next
yeah,
year,
that'd
the
be a
20th.
that would. Yeah, I remember I was telling Cliff. I say, Cliff, all these slasher remakes in the 2000s, people are going to start to look back on them fondly, and that's going to be a big market. Like, what's the one with Paris Hilton?
Waxwork.
House of Wax.
House of Wax.
House of Wax, all that stuff. I think people are going to look back on that and say, "Damn, you know what? These are
Sorority
fun
Row.
movies. These are fun movies, man.
Yeah.
Mother's Day and all that.
They are fun. Definitely.
You know,
you guys have seen Sorority Row, right?
I seen
it's
that
fun.
Night of the Demon with
Night of the Demon,
Eddie
yeah.
Furlong. Eddie
Yeah,
Furlong, man. I love the remake.
I really liked that one until it shifted into being a Night of the Demons remake. Everything before that, I really
know,
liked.
right?
Yeah.
I know. Oh,
You didn't
my
have
God.
to do that.
But once it turned into a remake, I was like, oh, this is.
Hey, Boogie
So.
Manny, they should put that as a special feature on 4K.
Well, Linnea Quigley, she popped out. She did a little cameo in there too. So
I don't even remember. It's been so long since I saw that one.
Oh,
it was on Tubi. I think it's on Tubi right now, and
It is on
caught it, like, a
Tubi.
couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Linnea dropped out of her. It looks like Linnea dropped out of her damn Trash's Revenge. It's all over the internet.
Oh, really?
They stopped
Yeah,
posting
they stopped
about it, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden, all these people donated to it.
That's not good.
Linnea's been a part of a few ones that I remember down the line of projects that didn't end up getting made. You know, I mean, I hate to say, like, the lower, what do you call them, D-list celebrities?
Right.
It's tough. You know, it's tough.
Yeah.
She's a sweetheart, though. She's definitely a sweetheart.
She is. Yeah, she's really nice.
Yeah,
She's
very
really
nice.
Yeah. Well, let's get back to Halloween just for a little bit here. Yeah, I know that we've heard these rumors of a TV series that's maybe happening, maybe it's not now. I've not heard anything new about that in a long time, but where do you guys see? I mean, it will be rebooted. It's going to come back eventually. There's no question about it. There's definitely more money in the hills of Haddonfield. So, what do you guys? Where can we go from here? What's the ultimate Halloween reboot? What do you guys think?
The return of Rob Zombie.
Oh, Jesus. I don't think Rob Zombie might actually do it now. I mean, I think after that Munsters debacle, he might go back.
His time doing Halloween, regardless of how you feel about those movies, it seems like he was absolutely miserable because of the Weinsteins making both those movies. So,
oh yeah, man.
I don't know, but like Piz said, he might come back though, because his career is not movie-wise isn't really doing that great.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe that's why he does concerts more.
The interviews with Rob Zombie where he talks about making those movies are better than the movies, because it's just hilarious how like out of touch the Weinsteins were.
Yeah.
And like, there's a hilarious, I think it's with Howie Mandel, where he was he goes, Bob Weinstein called me at 10 a.m. on Friday and was like, it doesn't look good.
It's not looking good. This is crap.
That's funny.
And Rob goes, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Are there even theaters
There's
open?
nobody in theaters open.
My favorite is like I think it was like a few weeks into it. He said on the first Halloween, he was like, I don't like any of this. And then when the movie was done, every frame of this effing movie's perfect.
Yeah, he's like, this thing's going through the roof. We need more screens.
You notice he didn't mention Harvey at all, and I guess Harvey
No.
wasn't. He was busy.
Bob was a
wasn't-
pain in
Harvey-
the ass. Yeah, Harvey's very busy. But
See,
Rob
Bob
Zombie,
was
I could listen to him talk interviews all day. You guys have
Mhm.
like certain, I don't know, celebrities, directors, whatever. You're scrolling YouTube and you see a brand new like interview or discussion with them, and you click on it immediately. That's why I'm with Rob Zombie. I could listen to him talk movies because the guy's wealth of knowledge with horror anyway is great. But I just love hearing him talk about movies and music.
Oh man,
Well,
it blows
he's
my mind that
he's
people hate
unfiltered.
him.
Yeah,
It blows my.
unfiltered, too.
He's such a big fan.
yeah,
It's
that's
like
what I
you-
love about it. You can tell he's a fan.
Only the Halloween franchise can you have freaking PJ Soul, like all these people come back. Daniel Harris, you've got, you know, the Clockwork Orange guy, you got him coming to be in this movie, and still people hate it. Like
Mhm.
he had everybody, he brought everybody back for these movies.
Yeah.
They still hate it. But he's I love his soundtracks. I love that 70s fucking
Oh, me too.
those Allman Brothers tracks and everything he puts in those movies. Like it's Three from Hell is aging like, you know, sour milk for me, but the soundtrack is the best on Three. I love the soundtrack.
His
on
Rob
Three from
Zombie's
Hell.
Halloween 2 soundtrack is freaking gold. I listen to it all the time.
I tell you, man, all seriousness, I want him to come back and make a movie. I want him to make that movie about the hockey team he talks about all the
Oh
time.
yeah.
Yeah,
Broad
y'all
Street
heard
Bullies,
about that.
Broad
I
Street
want to
Bullies.
see, I want to see that, but I don't know, man. It's just like he had a good run. Maybe he's done, you know, he's having
Yeah.
fun with the band and he's got his original guitar player back and everything. He may not feel like doing it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just glad we have a Rob Zombie catalog. Whether if I like his movies or don't, I'm kind of half and half with his movies. I don't like all of them, but he just has such a distinct style. And some days I'm in the mood for a Rob Zombie movie, you know? And that's
Oh,
I like
dude.
to have that choice.
City loves 31. That's her favorite one. She always wants to watch
Yeah.
31.
I don't
She
even
made-
remember, I don't
yeah.
remember anything about that movie.
She made
anymore.
me like it. I remember when she called me one day she called me out one day. I was watching, like, you want to watch it? It was kind of dumb. There's nothing going on. She goes,
Yeah.
what the fuck's your problem? It's called 31. Like, what do you want?
Yeah.
Like, if you want to watch Scorsese, put on his shit. Calm down. I'm like, yes, ma'am. And then I watched it. I'm like, you know what? It is ridiculous. I mean, you've got a little Nazi guy at the beginning. It's like, it's so ridiculous. I don't know, man. Like,
Well,
the idea of 31 sounds so much better than the movie is. Like when you watch the trailer for 31, you're like, oh God, I want to watch that. That looks good. But I tried to watch it again recently, like a couple weeks ago. And for some reason, the dialogue's just not landing for me. And so I end up cutting it off like maybe 15 minutes in. Maybe I need to
Do you
stay
all
with it. I don't know.
remember when 31 like first kind of hit social media? People saw it was the poster, it said 31 and there was a clown mask, and people went, please,
Yeah.
God, no, not another Rob Zombie's Halloween movie. Please,
Yeah.
God, no.
Nick was getting them phone
So-
calls from Rob. So
Mhm.
today on the set, we got in. We started working here. We started filming this. Yes, you remember those phone calls he was doing for the people that paid in for the movie that donated?
Really?
I wish somebody could upload those voicemails. I bet you just sounded so like, I don't feel like doing this shit.
My
I'll tell you what,
favorite-
though, he couldn't get no money from no studio to make 31. He had to actually ask the fans, "Can y'all pay for this shit?"
Rob
Somebody
Zombie,
wants to pay
good.
for it.
he gives great special featers in his movies too. You know?
Oh,
He
dude.
goes that extra mile.
Yeah, he's very unfiltered. He's a good. He's a good speaker, and he
Mhm.
knows his stuff. I mean, look. I hate Rob Zombie's Halloween with a passion, but I like Rob Zombie's Halloween too. I've always stood on
Same.
the mountain of Rob Zombie's Halloween too. Even the white horse, the hallucinatory imagery, all that. That's the Rob Zombie's Halloween I want. You
Mhm.
know, and that
Um,
opening in the hospital with the Moody Blues song. That is
Yeah,
freaking
dude, I
awesome.
love it.
It
I
was.
love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like you, Piz, because I was just talking about earlier about I'm doing a ranking right now. And for the first, Resurrection's always been my last place, pretty much since that movie came out. It's officially dethroned. Rob Zombie's Halloween is now officially my last place.
Oh, dude,
Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is like in my top 7, something like that.
Drop the
Like,
edibles link.
But I know, man. I'm telling you, my ranking's gonna piss some people off because you know what? I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Okay, you know what my number 2 is on my ranking? Halloween 6, and it's brand new. It's never happened before. It's always been Halloween 4. Officially, I'm trying to go out swinging this time. Officially, Halloween 6 has never done this. It's number 2 now on my ranking. I love it that much.
I can live with that.
I freaking love Halloween 6 too.
I love it so much.
Dave Parker's here with us tonight. What's up, Dave? There's a couple of ways to kind of clear the slate of all the Halloweens and restart it. Not that it would make fans happy, but what does? Ha ha ha! Fun show, guys. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think here's my idea. If they're gonna reboot it, no Laurie. We need a whole new heroine. Forget Laurie Strode.
Yep.
And completely leave out. I like. As integral as Dr. Loomis is to the Halloween movies, if it's not Donald Pleasance, don't even go there. You know, create a new character. You know what I mean? And if you're going to do like a Dr. Sartain, don't make him a freaking boob. You know what I mean?
Oh god.
You know,
I'm going to disagree with you, Piz. I think if they can get it, I don't think Malcolm McDowell did it right. I don't think he did. I think that was intentional. But I think there's just an essence to Loomis, and if you can capture that essence and make him like a son or a grandson, it doesn't even have to be a Loomis. If they can capture that essence, and maybe it's impossible, maybe they can't, but if they could do that, I think Halloween could jump right. We could get back to square one again, and I think it could be, because I think that's what's been missing from the franchise is Loomis. That's why I love those first 6 movies so much, because Loomis is that important to me. And there's been something missing ever since the Halloween 6. No Loomis. So I think if they can nail Loomis, I think it could be awesome.
It would have to be a great actor, and I just don't know.
There's some good actors out there that could do it too. I think.
I don't think McDowell went far enough. Personally,
I don't blame McDowell for that. McDowell's a good actor. That's all Rob Zombie.
That's a different Loomis.
I love that Loomis. If I want your opinion, I'll beat it out of you. Dude, Loomis and Loomis and Halloween 2 is my favorite character of all time.
Oh, he's great. He's great.
He turned him into, I know, but he turned him in like, I like that. He turned him into Dr. Phil. Like he's gonna profit off of everything. It's hysterical to me.
Oh, he's a scumbag.
I love him.
Scumbag.
Oh my god. This is old Loomis.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I love that, dude. I laugh so freaking hard at Halloween 2 with that.
Or do we even need, like, you know, could we do like what Dennis Etchison wanted to do with Halloween 4, where we take it to the point of, you know, it's so many years later, and like Halloween is kind of it's very low. It's kind of, you know, it's not a big thing in Haddonfield. Nobody mentions Michael Myers anymore, and then just, you know. It doesn't have to be supernatural. It could be, well, I was going to say a copycat, but God, that would just, yeah, we've had that before. That wouldn't fly. Or make it supernatural. No. The more Halloween spirit that comes into the town, the more the power of Michael Myers grows. And then, like, you know, we have the Halloween 4 that we might have had with Dennis Etchison's script with Carpenter attached.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they need to necessarily reboot it. I think they could just do kind of a continuation that's not necessarily attached. Like, we know who Michael Myers is. We know his backstory. He's just there. You know what I mean? And he targets somebody else.
I think we always wanted to know before Rob Zombie's Halloween. I think we always kind of wanted to know what went on in Smiths Grove Sanitarium. And then Rob Zombie's Halloween came out. And then after that, and this isn't whether the movie's good or bad. It's just, I think maybe we didn't really need to know all that. You know, it's cool to show young Michael Myers, but half of a movie, maybe it's not the best idea. I don't know. Yeah. And so I think that was the lesson I learned from Rob Zombie's Halloween is, like, maybe they need to do it like they do the Batman series and just kind of jump on board somewhere, you know, soft reboot, but Michael, maybe a young Michael. I'm all for like a young Michael Myers, but yeah,
I think the more of an enigma he is, the better. You know, yeah. I mean, that's what kind of really muddied the sequels as they went on. Was they had to kind of add more and more lore to this background of, well, he's Laurie's brother and we can't have Jamie Lee anymore, so now he's just going to kill his family for whatever reason. And it just got muddy. Even though I love those sequels, it got muddier and muddier as they went on. So I don't, the more enigmatic he is, I think the better. You know, he's not a man. He's the shape, you know, and a shape doesn't have a backstory. So
yeah, that's what drew me to
pure
it.
evil. Yeah, exactly.
Just that blank slate. There's all that you know is that he's evil. Outside of that, you don't know anything else. You don't know why he does what he does. There's something going on in his head that's just really, really fucked up. And he just and I like this. I like the sibling angle. The idea that this guy, I need to kill everybody in my family. I'm that crazy. You know, I think when they took that away, it took something away from the franchise.
I like the idea of him disappearing at midnight on November 1st in that Etchison deal. That to me is brilliant because
I agree.
Apparently he sits in this cave with this parrot man and just sleeps for 364 days. You know, so it's like we can do a little bit better. If he disappears, that's cool to me. You know,
what about the whole thing where he grows to?
We can axe that, yeah.
Giant. Okay.
Other than that, I like that deal, but that was like that thing. I don't know if Loomis was in that, but I think that was about the kids from the first movie.
It was, yeah. It was about Tommy and.
But dude, we had that taking shape book when I was reading those and doing all those videos on them. That was my favorite one. It's so funny because Johnny acts like he never wanted anything to do with Halloween. John Carpenter tried to get back and lost out on the bidding in 86, 87. Then he wanted he tried to do H2O, then he wanted more money, and then he tried to get in with New Line New Line tried to buy it with John, and they lost that. John's been trying to get back to, he never talks about that. He doesn't say shit about that. I got to read about that. He acts like he doesn't want anything to do with it. I don't think so.
Yeah. He at least tried to get back into it like 3 or 4 times, and it just didn't work out.
So. I wish he would have done H2O. I didn't really like the look of H2O. I guess the feel of H2O. I mean, I know a lot of people say that's the first Halloween movie I saw in the theater. Not me, but a lot of other people say that, and I think that's why they have that nostalgia for H2O. But I even when I saw it in the theater, when I walked out, I was like, what was that? Because it just felt kind of like a CW type movie. It didn't feel like, I like my Halloween movie to be very dark and sinister and evil. And I didn't feel evil from H2O. I felt it's fun. It just felt like a fun, Saturday night popcorn type movie.
It's very much a product of its time, I think.
Yeah.
It's very much Scream inspired, and Creed on the soundtrack was very time. I don't know. It's I enjoy it for what it is. I think it's really amusing to try and because it's so like sloppily edited. Like to how many times can a different mask appear in the same scene? Like one.
That's crazy.
3,
when they were shooting that movie, it shocks me that 3 times they actually screwed up the mask, and then they had to put in a CGI mask. That's just insane.
Well, I have a theory that was 3 different Myers in that film.
I do too.
Boom.
I do too.
That's my theory.
They were all imposters.
They were all
imposters.
Yeah. Well, originally it was supposed to be a copycat movie.
Thank you for the $2, Kevin. Have a big reveal where Bucky is actually Michael. I'd be on for that.
That Josh Hartnett line where he goes, "And you are a sterling example of what's so great," or something. It's like, it's just a little bit cheesy, just a little bit too cheesy,
dude.
Well, let's talk about. So this has been like a recent debate I've noticed online. You have the Laurie Strode from H2O versus the Laurie Strode from, like, say, Halloween 2018. And which is a more realistic Laurie Strode? Which is the better Jamie Lee performance? What do you guys think? What's the more realistic Laurie Strode, H2O or 2018?
H2O.
Yeah, I agree. H2O for sure.
I feel like that's Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah,
I feel like that's her as a person. To me, it's so authentic.
It's the full package. I think that whole performance, and she gets to fight him at the end. Like, that's the best fight.
That's brilliant.
Whereas 2018, yeah, I mean, she's doing a good job, but I think she kind of oversells it, especially when she goes to like the dinner scene and she's like drinking, and it's just too much, it's too much. Whereas it feels more natural in H2O. That's the best part of H2O is Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh yeah, she kills it in that movie.
Yeah.
What do you think, Nick?
H2O. Yeah, it's not even close. I think 2018 is just so over the top. But I mean, it's not even that Jamie Lee is bad in the movie. She's not. I just think the way the character was written, I don't know. It was written like a character that had experienced the events of Halloween and Halloween 2 and hell, even Halloween H2O. But actually, she only experienced Halloween 40 years ago. I'm just like, I don't know, man.
Wouldn't it make more sense if the Blumhouse trilogy was told in reverse and it started with Laurie making the pies and writing her autobiography and just being the suburban grandmother that, something bad in her past happened, but she's moved on.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, this happened 40 plus years ago. I've been a hermit for 40 plus years, building an arsenal. And,
I hear that argument and I've heard it a lot, and I'll definitely give like credence to that argument. But I think for me, the reason why I'm cool with it, and I actually think it makes sense the way they did it, one of the few things that actually does, was that like it wasn't until the end of Kills where she is explicitly told by Hawkins, you don't matter to him. This was never about you. He's not out to get you. She, like, her arc in those movies is supposed to be, I'm ready. I'm going to go fight him because he wants me and we're going to finish what we started. And at the end of Kills, she is told, actually, no, you're nothing to him. Like, he has no idea who you are. You just happened to be in his way that day. Like, he fixated on you and wanted to kill you. And so I think that time jump from Kills to Ends, like, in that time, we as the audience are supposed to be like, that was Laurie coming to terms with the fact that, like, wow, I obsessed over this dude and this night forever because I thought that he wanted to like finish what he started, but actually no. Like, so I think in that point in her life, she's like, okay, well then if I am totally insignificant to this person, maybe I should try to live a normal life because I haven't up to this point. So I was like, I was cool with it. Like, I was like, yeah, I mean, honestly, and also even if that wasn't written that way, I mean, I think the events could have just led her to that anyway, because it's like, I obsessed over him and prepared for 40 years. And where did it get me? Everybody around me died.
Exactly.
So it's just like, eventually maybe you got to change tact a little bit. So I don't know, but I hear the argument. Like I definitely can hear that.
Nick just said exactly what I was going to say, because one of the biggest of many complaints I hear about Halloween Ends is Laurie's shift in character from what she was in 2018 to what she becomes in Ends. And there's an actual, like, I guess, therapy tactic where if what, the whatever you did in the past, if that didn't work, then maybe just letting it go is the answer, and trying to, and that's what she was doing. And she even says that at the beginning of the movie. And it's been 4 years, by the way. So she was like, am I going to spend the rest of my life afraid of this person and constantly, building this fortress and running from him and all this? Or am I going to just let it, kind of like Freddy Krueger, what Nancy does to Freddy Krueger at the end? I'm not afraid of you anymore. I'm letting you go. If I die, I die, but I'm comfortable with that. I'm fine with that. I think so I kind of like the approach that they took in Ends.
Hawkins should have grabbed her at the end of Kills and went, it's not about you. He just wants to go home and stand in front of the window. Let him go. Let him go.
He wants to kill your daughter.
That's the whole point of Kills. He's walking home and people just keep getting in his way. Get out of his way. Let him go.
He just wants Little and Big John. That's all he wants.
Yeah.
What if that was the target all along?
Michael's the hero of Kills because all these people are getting in his way. All he wants to do is go home. Let him go home. What was the better performance? Was it 2018 or was it H2O?
Yeah, it's still H2O to me.
Yeah, I'd say H2O.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was Jamie Lee Curtis's best era as an actress. Like, the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like whether I'm not even saying it's her best movies, but I think that's when she was in her prime, like acting wise. Like and other, yeah, but like that was her prime, I think, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. I've not really taken a good look at the chat in a little bit. We got Eli here with us now. What's up, Eli? How you doing, sir? Let's see. We got Fauci Cinema here with us tonight. What's up, sir?
Fauci.
Danny McBride didn't understand the Strode character. Danny McBride is so present. His influence is so present in that trilogy, and you can tell. You can practically smell the weed and the Cheetos.
Oh yeah, those three the three kids trick-or-treaters in Kills. I think that's Danny McBride.
Oh yeah, the kid that the woman's babysitting who's cutting his toenails in 2018. That is McBride through and through. And through.
Wasn't it supposed to be a talent show or like karaoke in that bar? And Rusty Griswold just gets up there and tries to tell a freaking ghost story, and then people like, what the fuck are we doing here, man? Like, what is happening in these movies? Like, I'll watch Kills the first out of all three if I was going to throw one on, because that's just like a good slasher film to me.
Yeah.
The only thing that hurts my heart is seeing Charles Cyphers actually say "Evil Dies Tonight."
Oh
like
my God.
That still hurts me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Poor Charles. Yeah. Oh, he got paid though. That's all that matters.
Yeah, he got paid.
Charles got paid.
Well,
does nobody in this town know what this jackass looks like? They're killing Danny DeVito, thinking he's alive. Like, does nobody know what this guy looks like?
Yeah. Oh man, that was like, cut that out of Halloween Kills. Cut out the Evil Dies Tonight. Cut out some of the goofy stuff with Michael kicking the door and it hits and she shoots herself in the head. Cut the goofy stuff out, and you could have like it starts out really strong. I like that flashback scene. I love the firefighter massacre, but then it just turns into like Michael's now the Terminator, and here's all this goofy stuff, and it completely loses.
I still have a million questions about those films. The one that I think visually is the coolest and is Ends, hands down. Ends is like the most like watching that one on the big screen is amazing. I love Ends.
That's the one that's the easiest to throw in, I think, of the three. Like,
for me it's Kills. Kills is the funniest one to throw on. I'll throw on Kills any day.
Well, I mean, the vibe of
watching them back to back just confuses the shit out of me. I just watch them. I'm like, what the hell? I understand what Nick's saying. Like, at least he has a rationale. But for me, I just say I can't bring myself to believe that. To me, it doesn't make any sense. So if she was the way she was in Ends first, and then when the son of a bitch, because my thing is this, he's locked up. He's locked up. He's behind bars. He's not even messing with anybody. But when he's missing is when you unlock the door and bake pies. I'll never wrap my head around that.
Mm-hmm.
He's not locked up. He's missing. Nobody knows where he's at. That's what nobody will ever convince me that makes sense.
Well, earlier I was talking about the two fandoms, and I meant to add this part and I totally forgot. But whereas I think the newer segment of fans have rejected Ends and rejected it harshly, I think it's us old heads that have kind of accepted Ends. Would you guys agree with that?
Probably to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I
think the newer fans liked what they got with 2018 and Kills and expected a continuation of that, and then didn't get that, and they were like, what? Whereas I think people like us were like, okay, I've seen this 2018 movie before, though. Like, I've seen you guys kind of do this before. So when they switched it up, I think, we were like, oh, cool, something different. Awesome. Right. It's not the same thing I've seen over and over.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I like Corey. It's a new character. He has a great intro, and there are certain dialogue things that kind of make me cringe a little bit, but oh well. Like, what movie doesn't have that? It's cinematic, so people just say stuff. Like, what guy gets on a motorcycle and drives around with his girlfriend and says, "Let's burn the town down" by riding your motorcycle? Like, huh? Like, stuff like that I kind of laugh at. But overall, I thought everything besides the Laurie Strode story in the three in Ends I enjoy. I like to me, you know, to me, the soundtrack to Ends was the best. I love the sound. Well, maybe not the best, but I liked it a hell of a lot more than Kills. And Kills may have a good soundtrack, but when I watch the movie, I gotta actively listen for it. And the scenes in that cave to me is just that's such cool shit. Oh my god, I love those scenes. They look so cool to me. And it's not perfect by any stretch, but I like that they did something different for the most part, even though I have complaints. Like that's my favorite out of the three. I'm not saying I love any of them that much, but out of the three, I think Ends is my favorite for sure. And I was like Lee when I could barely sit down watching 2018 in the theater. I don't see how you couldn't. I mean, it was so cool.
Oh yeah, it was.
I was standing up in the theater, and then
remember the horror community in general.
Oh, dude, it was
fever
amazing.
was in the air when the lead up to 2018. It was insanity. So, how could you contain your excitement when you sat down to watch
that journey? I tell Nick all the time, I like the journey more than when the movie comes out.
Yeah,
I do. I love.
It's fun to get excited about a new movie, right?
Oh my god, it's so fun. I just.
It's kind of like with the new Superman, because I'm a big Superman fan, and like I think the lead, it doesn't matter if the movie was good or not. I didn't really care for it, but the new Superman movie, the lead up to that, I was like, oh my god, we're finally getting a new Superman movie. This is awesome, But yeah, I think you're right. There's something to that excitement that's in the air, even like on like all the horror forums and horror groups on Facebook. And I run a group called Killer Flicks on Facebook, and I remember when 2018 was, we literally had to stop people from talking about Halloween. Like we had to say, we'll do Michael Myers Mondays, but after that we can't talk about Halloween because everybody complains about people talking about Halloween so much. It just got insane. Like now you can talk about it all you want in the group, but back then it got insane. It really did.
I'm about to lose all of y'all with this.
Oh, well, here we go.
You know what I'm excited for now? You know what I'm excited for now because it's looking good to me? Crystal Lake. Every bit of footage I've seen, it looks like late 70s New Jersey.
Bring it.
Crazy Ralph. Piz, you saw Crazy Ralph on his his 10 speed with the basket. I think it's looking good. I think it's looking good, man. I'm excited. I really am. I mean, especially with the Jason Universe stuff.
I'm ready for some new Friday the 13th. I'm ready for Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
I want some really bad.
Yeah, I my fingers are crossed. Like I hope it's really good, and then that'll get them to well, maybe we should do a movie now. Let's really apply ourselves to that. Ben has an interesting question here. Do you think Ends was the end planned all along, or did he change the story with it? I think they flew by their tails after 2018. I think they clearly didn't have any plans for any more after 2018, but it was such an enormous success that they had to make more. And then the pandemic happened, and whatever the original plans were for Ends got changed, and Kills got postponed. And I'm sure you guys all remember.
Yeah.
And Lee, I'm sure you being in that Facebook group, that year-long period that we had to wait for Kills.
It was brutal.
It was brutal, and people were just like chomping at the bit. Like that was, it seems like the anticipation for that movie was what got people through the pandemic. Like that was what they were living for, was Halloween Kills.
Well, when they announced too, okay, we're postponing it for a year, I just remember it was like, oh god. And this movie's almost in the can. I think it was in the can at the time. It's like, but to go back to your question, was Ends the plan from the beginning? I literally asked that question to Andy Matichak at the last convention that I went to. I'd been waiting to ask somebody that was on that set, and I said, Andy, I have one question for you. Was Halloween Ends, the Corey story, was that the original idea as far back as 2018? Her answer, yes, it was. Because she said she would talk to David Gordon Green and she would kind of listen into his ideas. And she said, if her memory serves her correct, he was stating back when he was shooting Halloween 2018, I have a cool idea for the third movie. I think he knew it would be divisive. But he did say, I have a cool idea for the third movie, because what are we going to do? The same movie 3 times? This is a trilogy. You got to shake things up in the third movie. And he did have the idea of doing a Halloween 3-ish type third movie. And that's what we
Well-
got. We got the freaking blue font. We got the different type of story. We got the copycat killer. I believe her. It kind of makes sense. So why would you want to do the same movie 3 times? You know,
One of the
I don't know
co-writers.
if I believe her.
Well, one of the co-writers on Ends, Paul Brad Logan, he was asked that same
He
question.
has 3 first names.
Yes, Paul Brad Logan. Yeah,
Paul Brad Logan.
and he was asked that same question, and he said, like, yes, they had like a general outline or idea that they were going to introduce a character in the 3rd movie that was going to have the evil transferred to him, but. So I do believe that there was an idea from the inception of like, hey, if we get more movies, we're going to explore this more, like evil's transference. But as far as the minutia of it, like all the details, I don't believe they had that.
Yeah. I think it was just the idea was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, let me
Paul
ask you
Brad
guys this,
Logan.
because we are rapidly approaching 50 years of Halloween. What do you think it is about this series that's given it such longevity, that's made it capture our imaginations and our fears for so long, through ups and downs? And, like, and keep in mind too, after Halloween 6, they were going to send Halloween to the direct-to-video shelf, along with Hellraiser and Children of the Corn and all those other Dimension movies that had dropped off out of theaters. It was on its way.
I still want to see Halloween Revelations. Like I really do. I bet that thing would be absolute garbage. Like maybe that's where we're headed. Halloween Revelations. I don't know. You're gonna get a different answer you'll probably get the same answer from me and Lee. You're gonna get a different answer from Christian probably, but because Lee and I know we agree that we think that Michael Myers is like the king of slashers. To me at least. And I think though the real reason why Halloween has been like propped up for so long and sustains is because I just feel like there's a level of class with Halloween to a degree, not all the movies. But like Halloween 78, I mean, I think it's leaps and bounds better than the originals of the other 2 franchises. Most people say that's the best of the Halloween franchise. You don't hear that a lot with Friday or Nightmare, that the first movie is the best. You actually hear that far less frequently. I just think that there's also been a lot of really big swings. They've kept it interesting. They've reinvented it multiple times throughout its lifespan. And I think that that's necessary too. Whether that's Rob Zombie's take or even Ends or Curse. Look at Curse, Halloween 3. Like Halloween as a franchise is an experience. Like it just is. Like Jamie Lee, when she said it's like a choose your own adventure series, it is. I mean, it really is. You can go down multiple different branches of this tree. And I think that is cool, really cool for a lot of people. And I think it helps bring more people into the tent because they can say, I don't like this trilogy, but I like this one. I don't like this timeline, but I like this one. So it's a hard question to answer, but I think those reasons definitely play into it.
Well, let me add this onto the question. What is your favorite tree limb of the series? You like the brother sister angle? Do you like Halloween 8? Okay.
1 through 6. 1 through 6 is my desired. And I used to say 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. And Christian was like, nah, dude, put 3 in there. It doesn't matter. And I'm like, you're right.
Yeah.
I'll put 3 in there. So 1 through 6. Yeah, I feel like that's the classic era of Halloween. I think I have said for years, I think Curse is it's the last of its kind. Like slashers changed forever a year later, and they've never felt or looked the same. 1 through 6 is mine.
Okay.
I can echo a lot of what Nick was saying there, especially with the continuity thing. I think if it would have eventually went to, straight to video, maybe we wouldn't be here today talking about Halloween like we are. But I think if you want to condense it down to one sentence, I think Michael Myers scares the shit out of people. I think that's it. He scared the shit out of me. He's the only, this is truth. Okay. I can't this is an opinion. This is a fact. Michael Myers is the only slasher killer I've ever had dreams about. Like really scary nightmares about, not Freddy Krueger, not Jason Voorhees, not any other killer, only Michael Myers. He got in there. He got in there somehow. So I think I'm not alone. I think there's a lot of people that probably felt what I felt when it comes to Michael Myers. I think, and it was an accident. I think Tommy Lee Wallace picking up the Shatner mask, not knowing what they had, and then spray painting it white. I think, I don't know if you, what do you call it? Serendipity, whatever it is. The molecules happened. Something happened, and it created the scariest fucking mask imaginable. And I remember Tommy Lee Wallace talking about, okay, let's bring out the clown getup. Let's take a look at that. Ooh, that's kind of creepy. Okay, now let's bring out the Shatner mask, all done up with the white. He says a chill went down everybody's spine. Not a word was spoken, but they knew, holy shit, we got it. That's it. And I think they knew from that point, if we do this right, then this is going to be the greatest slasher of all time. And it is. It kind of really is. So Michael Myers scares the shit out of people. There's your answer.
What do you think, Christian?
I think it's 90% the soundtrack. It's the greatest horror soundtrack ever made. 90% the soundtrack. Take that away, God only knows.
Mm-hmm.
And as a musician, as a musician, I love somehow the Halloween soundtrack, people listen to it the way they listen to Detroit Rock City or, I'm 18. Like, it's literally like a song people listen to. The soundtrack to me is 90% of it. 90%. 10% is everybody having a good time making that film. You take that soundtrack away, we're not sitting here, in my opinion.
Well, I think Carpenter even said he screened the movie before the music was put on it to studios, and the
didn't like it.
Or one studio was like, "Yeah, it's not scary. This isn't scary at all."
Yeah, that just proves my point.
I think that theme, the Halloween theme, is just as iconic as Jaws. And even if you played that theme to somebody who's never seen a Halloween movie, they'd go, "Yeah, it's Halloween. That's Michael Myers." So it's just as iconic as Jaws, I think.
And to me, it's that first theme from the first movie. Yeah, there's been many renditions of it, but for some reason, still to this day,
the original
theme, when that starts playing, there's just a very
it's perfect.
It's perfect. There's like a lo-fi sensibility to it.
Dude, I swear to God, something sounds like our sewing machine running in the background.
Exactly.
Because my mom used to sew as a kid. That I love the soundtrack to two. I like Alan and all that, but to me, the first soundtrack, you can't improve upon the first one. It's perfect.
Also, it's really interesting talking about the soundtrack. Every Halloween movie has a unique soundtrack, even though it's largely the same. There was an Instagram reel that somebody sent me, my buddy Mark from Tales from the Shelf, it was like a month ago. And it was like, can you guess the Halloween movie from each theme? And I guessed every single one. And I told him that. I was like, I could tell you the rendition of the theme for all 13 movies. Like, it's just like, well, obviously 3, but like they all have distinct sounds. And I think that's really, really, really cool too. That's the one thing this franchise has done consistently that other franchises like Nightmare could have taken notes on. You put that theme in every freaking movie. They had no idea after the original Nightmare what they had with Charles' score because it wasn't in Freddy's Revenge. And then they bring it back. Like, you do that always. Like, when in doubt, pull out the theme. Even Resurrection has a good rendition of the theme. One of the only good things about the movie.
Better than H2O.
Yeah, I agree with Christian too. I think the score has a ton to do with it.
Yeah, for sure. There's no question about it. For me, like, I remember watching it when I was a kid, and there was just something different about it than other horror movies, even other slashers. And it's because, Michael Myers, he comes on, even in that first movie, like, he's very ghost-like. He's almost omnipresent. He's not human. You get that sense from him very early on. He's there and then he's gone. And, the mask plays a huge part of it. The way that Nick Castle walked plays a huge part of it. And it's such a elegantly made film. It's just a beautiful, extremely well-made film on top of that. And the score, And you got Donald Pleasance in there, and you got Jamie Lee Curtis in there. It just it all comes together, and it's just that magic. It's just a magic.
Yeah,
movie,
Donald's a really good thing to mention, Piz, because
Mhm.
like Friday and Nightmare didn't have, I don't think anybody of his stature in their first movie. You know what I mean? Like Donald was somebody people knew. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
this is bringing some class to this thing.
Mhm.
Which it was smart. I've heard people over the years complain about like, oh, I didn't need to see Loomis in 5 and 6. It got tired at that point. I'm like, no. As long as he still wants to do them, bring him back. If Donald was still alive and in his 100s, I'd want him in every Halloween.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I loved him in 6, actually.
My favorite,
more than
my
five.
favorite Loomis is 4. 4 to me,
Yeah.
he's. I love him in 4. How many
Before
people
I
on a bus? He's just so annoyed. I love. He's annoyed. You know,
Yeah, I remember Dwight
ambulance.
H. Little.
There wasn't a bus.
He was saying with Pleasance, he would get what he could out of him in the first few hours of the day
Yeah.
because of his age, and he would kind of run out of steam. And so that's when when you're watching all those great lines that he's given, it's pretty early in the day because he gets so tired. But
Dude.
you're right, Christian. 4, he's got some of the best one-liners in 4.
Oh, he's perfect in 4. Like I
Yeah.
like him in 1, but to me in 4, he's a fucking action star.
Oh, he is.
He's battling it out in the little. Dude, I remember hearing this is what I want in the Arrow box set. You remember Dwight Little said like that he was wearing like a bebop hat. I never felt.
Oh, yeah,
I want to see him with like a Tom Catton hat on. Where the hell is he? He's got his hat on. Like I want to see that shit so bad. We need that footage with his bebop hat just right on his head.
I think one of
That's
the
what
best Loomis scenes I think in the entire franchise is the diner scene in Halloween 4. That scene,
Yeah.
Dude, he's
is
magic
in-
in 4.
Yeah, I know, but that
Yes.
specific scene is incredible.
Yeah.
Where he's like
Michael.
pleading with Michael, like,
God damn you.
like I
Boom!
can't. He's like, I can't do this shit again, Michael. I'm getting too old. Like,
Yeah,
please don't go to Haddonfield.
He's 4 is the best because it's like he's pissed off. He's not drunk yet, like in 5, but like
Yeah.
he's got to stop this shit.
I love that he was actually drunk too. I love that he was actually drunk in 5. Like that's great.
Dude, every time I talk about 4 and I want to get on Ellie because she's great. I understand it. She does nothing to piss off the audience. It's brilliant. It's a great I'm a Tatum Riley kind of guy. So when you do talk to me about Scream, I want to talk about her. That's it.
Yeah.
But anyway, my point is every time I watch 4 or if I want to give hell about it with Ellie, I can't deny 4. To me, 4 is a fucking like I love it. That's
Oh, yeah.
top. That's like I think I don't want to spoil it because I filmed my ranking. I have not edited it, but it's high as hell. It's high
Dude,
as fuck.
first one I saw in the theater was 4. Opening night, packed house. Michael Myers has not been around for 7 years. That crowd, there was a fever. Everybody was ready. for
I can't
Myers.
imagine.
And then they
I'm
deliver.
jelly.
And then that scene with freaking Loomis at the end, thinking he finally stopped the evil. And then here's freaking Jamie Lloyd, clown blood everywhere. And no, oh my, the crowd was just like, oh my God. That's why I had nightmares about Myers because of Halloween 4.
This is what's so cool about 4 now. It has this whole new thing with everybody that's obsessed with 80s culture and 80s nostalgia. People dissect the drugstore scene.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The masks and stuff on the wall. And they had some badass masks that Vincent's drugstore.
Yeah.
Vinny Vincent's drugstore.
Yeah.
Vinny Vincent. Boys are gonna rock.
If only like when Loomis turned and he saw Myers in the kitchen there and he drops the cane and goes, again, really? Aren't we too old for this shit? That should have been the line right there.
And what was Michael at that age in that movie at that point? He would have been, it's perfect. Like 1988. Yeah,
In his
30s. Like, dude, it's just fuck. God damn it.
Like 31.
I love Halloween 4, man. I love
Oh, dude,
it.
it's awesome. I might have regrets about putting 6 at number 2 now.
Dude, I like
Shut
it.
up. No.
Dude, you
don't
know what
convince- yeah,
I
keep
love
it.
me and Piz can relate to this because we're country. The bar scenes and like all the the bar. God damn it, you said you saw Myers, you son of a bitch.
Well, I mean, part 4 has some great characters in it too.
It really does.
You've got Bucky, you've got the Reverend, you've got the bar owner guy, who's gun happy, and they blow away poor Shit, what was the
Brady.
guy's
Ted
name?
Hollister.
Ted Hollister. Yeah.
You got the love
Um,
triangle with
He's taking a
Rachel
piss,
and
man.
You
Yeah.
do.
And
You
by the way,
do, you
nobody
do.
blames Grady.
Can you imagine taking a piss in a freaking bush and then just
Mhm.
getting pumped full of lead? I mean, honestly, every time I watch that movie, I'm like, how the hell did they think Ted Hollister was
Yeah,
Michael
that's how you.
Myers?
Hey, that's how you do a mob scene.
Yeah.
Four,
That
man.
is.
I'm not trying.
That's
I
how
don't
you
want
do
to.
a
I don't want to
mob
shit on Blumhouse, but I'm just saying that's
you're
how you
right.
do it. You get a bunch
Yeah.
of pissed off drunk.
Because that's what it was. You're Kentucky Piz. I'm Ohio. What do you think would happen in our small towns? You know, back in the day, if that would have happened, you'd had a bunch of drunk rednecks from the bar getting together, getting their rifles, and they'd be like, "We're gonna go kill this
yeah.
bastard."
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up
Yeah,
in
that's
Mississippi.
exactly
That shit's
what happened.
real. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I love.
If
Four.
they're gonna reboot Halloween, and they will, go watch Halloween 4. That was the
Mhm.
perfect reboot to
Back to the
get the
basics.
series back on track. Back to the basics.
That's what
just-
Mustafa said.
Yeah.
I miss Mustafa, man. I
Me
like
too,
him more than
dude.
Malik.
Every time I'd see that Mustafa Akkad presents at the beginning, I'd be like, cold chill, man.
Oh,
yes.
come on, Christian. Don't be throwing any shade Malik's way. Come
I
on.
like but I mean, listen, Malik. I'm just saying, it's like when you watch Halloween 25 Years of Terror in 2005, and they're talking about Halloween 6, and he goes, "Yeah, we're working on that. I know the fans. We're gonna get that out for the fans." He didn't give a rat's ass
He-
about that.
no.
He was talking about that in 2005. You can tell me he could have done it then. He
I
can't come up
give-
for another 9
I give-
years.
I give Mustafa credit simply for the fact that he just would never let Michael Myers die.
I'm a
he,
Mu-
he-
yeah.
he would not.
Nope, you cannot kill Michael Myers. That was his.
No,
even
I
told
don't.
Jamie
I
Lee
don't
Curtis
mean like
that.
literally kill the character. I think he was
Yes.
just like, I will let Halloween go forever, and
Yeah.
like I kind of respect that.
He stood up to Jamie Lee Curtis. You know, and that's no easy feat.
I love. Yeah, I mean, Malik's cool, but I'm Team Mustafa. I
Oh
always
yeah,
will
for
be.
sure. The
I'm Team
Godfather.
Mustafa, dude.
Here's a
On this-
question from Tony. Thank you, Tony, for the $4.99. Did you go on the internet back in the 2000s for movie news, Ain't It Cool News, and other websites?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
ain't it cool
yeah.
news? Yeah, for
Mhm.
sure.
Yahoo.
I remember watching the Stallone. Stallone did like an interview when he was coming out with, I believe, Rocky, Balboa, and Rambo 4. He got on Ain't It Cool News, and that was a cool. I'll
did
read
watch that.
anything with Stallone.
Yeah.
And it was such a cool read. And he was actually getting ideas from the audience. Like, hey, do you guys think I should do like a Death Wish remake? He literally asked the audience that. And they were like, no, leave it alone. And so he never made, and so somebody else, Bruce Willis, ended up doing.
That's
Death
that.
Wish.
I like that. I
Yeah.
thought I was gonna hate that remake, but I like that.
Yeah.
Ted was shitting in the bushes.
Probably. That's probably why he didn't come right out. He was like,
Oh, God.
Yeah. Mid turd.
well, all y'all in the chat, if you guys have any questions for us pertaining to Halloween or pertaining to anything, just go ahead and throw those out there now. Nick, what's your plans for Halloween this year?
So randomly, my mom's gonna be in town. I don't know why. I think she's like doing some kind of horse haul, and she's coming through Ohio. So she was like, "I'm gonna be at your house on Halloween night," and I was like, "Oh, cool." So, but I don't think that's really gonna change the plans. The plans are the same as always. I'll watch Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. I'll watch Trick or Treat, and I'll watch Carpenter's Halloween as the nightcap.
Boom.
I don't have my kid on Fridays, so his mom's taking him trick-or-treating this year, so I'm not doing the trick-or-treating experience. And I have to work that day as well, so most of my day will be spent there. But I'll get to go back to Old Faithful at the end of the night like I always do on Halloween. So nothing super exciting. I just wish I had my kid so I could eat some of his candy, but it is what it is.
That's what it is. Let me ask you this: as a responsible parent, when are you gonna introduce your son to Halloween?
I've been contemplating it these last couple weeks, but I did introduce him to horror 2 weeks ago. I showed him Child's Play, and he kept asking about Chucky. He wanted to watch Chucky, and I said, the Child's Play movies up until Bride Seed are pretty tame for horror films, I would say. So I said, whatever, we'll watch them. He loved it. He wanted to watch Child's Play too, and I made sure to gauge the temperature. I said, did it scare you at all? No, not at all. And so he's watched 1, 2, 3, Bride, We skipped Seed, not just because I hate it, but I feel like it's a little too adult for him. Curse and the remake. And then today he was asking me, and we were on Amazon looking at Chucky dolls. He was like, I want that one. I want that one. Will you buy me that one? So, but we have an agreement. You don't tell your mom because she will flip her lid. You can't be showing him that stuff. Whatever. I was watching it at his age too.
Yep. We all were.
So he has been introduced, but I think next year he'll probably watch his first Halloween movie. I feel like those movies are pretty tame too. The only problem, I'd show him the original, but nudity. Like that's my only thing. Child's Play doesn't have like any nudity. So unless you count doll boobs and Bride. So
show him the TV cut of Halloween.
Yeah, true. Okay. Yeah. Well, then maybe he will watch it this week. Maybe. Yeah. I feel like that's pretty tame, right? It's largely bloodless, not a high body count. There's really not a lot of language. I don't know.
Yeah, right on. Lee, what's your plans for Halloween?
Well, one thing Nick was saying about showing his son, when my granddaughter Delilah comes over, she's 4. First thing she does is she runs upstairs and she grabs my Chucky. She likes to play. She's never seen Child's Play or anything like that, but she loves Chucky. Like I got, because he's tall as her, the Chucky that I got. So yeah, she loves Chucky. But as far as the week goes, I did throughout this month, I went through all 13 Halloween movies because I'm doing a ranking just like Christian is. I'm editing that right now. That should be out a couple days. But as far as Halloween night, I'm on call this week at work, so I'm sure I'll get a lot of calls. But yeah, I sometimes I'll just throw in like Tubi or something like that and see if I like watching something new. During the week of Halloween, just to, I don't know, maybe experience something else. But yeah, I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants, I guess, this week.
Check out my next Halloween Treasures on Tubi short is about a movie called Autumn Road. Go check out Autumn Road. I think you'll like it.
Cool. I will. Autumn Road.
Check it out. Christian, what's your plans for Halloween?
I did take off work. Last year, I watched the Roseanne Halloween specials.
Okay.
I got my trick or treats right there. This year, I think I'm going to do Home Improvement Halloween specials. And we started getting trick or treaters again, and I take care of them. They get the big candy bars. So I'll take care of the kids when they come by. And I don't know, man. I think me and Sydney last year, we watched the House's October build, and we actually had, I'd seen it before, but we had a good time with that. I might show her the new Hell House. I think that hit Shudder, which nobody seems to like it. I liked it. It was fine, but it wasn't any better than any of the other ones, really. But I don't know, man. I might take it old school and watch some classics because honestly, I don't rewatch a lot of the movies we talk about. I feel like I never want to. I'm so paranoid of getting sick of them that I refuse to watch them. So when the Elm Street box set came out, that's the first time I'd really sat down and watched the Elm Street films in a long time, just for pure enjoyment. So I don't know, man. I think I'm going to do my Home Improvement because I love watching Halloween specials. I might try to squeeze in a few Tree Houses of Horror. See if we can squeeze that in. And then I'll try to cap it off with some classics. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We might end up watching the other WNUF though, because Sydney loves WNUF. Loves that movie. We might watch the sequel to that, the Alien one. So
okay. That sounds like a good full day of
and I'm eating roast.
Fun.
I always get a roast on Halloween.
Oh, there you go.
I get a roast.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm ready.
Zero Ghoul says the TV version of Halloween on the DVDs have the nudity in it. Mistake. They made that mistake with his kid. That's odd.
Yeah, I think they just add in the new scenes. So it's not a true TV. Somebody is actually selling I think it's an 81 broadcast of the first broadcast of the original Halloween. Somebody's selling that, I think, on like Instagram or something like that.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing a watch party for that one with my patrons and channel members.
With the commercials and everything. Yeah.
So that's going to be fun. That's
Hell
going
yeah.
to be fun. Yeah. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Let me see if I've missed any super chats here. Tony, any hope of getting a 4K Arrow Blu-ray of Black Xmas or Terminator Salvation? I would love Black Xmas on 4K, and I don't mind Terminator Salvation. I like Terminator Salvation.
My only thing about Salvation is they had to throw in that Arnold cameo.
Yeah.
They couldn't
And
help
it-
themselves.
It didn't
They
date
couldn't,
that
no.
well.
They couldn't help
I went and
themselves.
saw
It looked
that in the
amazing when it
theaters,
first
man.
came out, but now every time you watch it, it looks worse. So that's the problem.
When are you bringing back Frankenpiz?
Gosh, I don't know.
You remember that?
I don't know.
Hey,
I
people,
remember.
hey, people, Frankenpiz here. You look like you look just like you had just the kind of makeup like the guy in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, the one at the
That's Daniel Roebuck, buddy.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Daniel
I
Roebuck,
love
yeah.
that makeup. Yeah, that's great. And then, dude, the Prince Jeremy did was money. He'll never
That
top
was
Prince.
money. That
He'll
was
never
money.
top Prince,
Yeah.
man.
He's going to be Beetlejuice this year for our
Okay.
Halloween stream. So I'm going to have to start early with the makeup on him.
There you go.
I'm not sure how I'm going to do with that one, but so yeah, that our Halloween stream on the 31st at 1 p.m. Tune in for that. That'll be fun. Jeremy's been looking forward to that for a while. So
Hell yeah.
let's see what is going on in the chat. Let's see. Roseanne Halloween episodes are some of the greatest sitcom Halloweens of all time. Home Improvement has great ones too. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that new Hell House too. I've not heard good things, but I've seen a couple of people mention the new It Welcome to Derry has premiered tonight, and they're going to be
I'm gonna
going and
watch
watching that
Mhm.
after the stream. I'm going to tune into that after the stream as well. So, well, what is Nick? Let us know where we can find you on social media and what's coming up on your channel.
So I'm pretty sure Instagram and YouTube are both just the same. The Lost River Drive-In, but the X Twitter thing. Someone had that, an actual drive-in had that taken. So it's I think the Lost River DR1. Yeah, I know. I was like, damn, there's a real drive-in. I honestly don't know day to day. I mean, I really just kind of an idea pops into my head and I do it. And so as far as what, I don't know, but it'll be something every day. I've been making a point to upload every day, stay consistent, which I've definitely gotten feedback from the people that are saying like, oh, the consistency lately has been really nice. Like knowing that you can rely on an upload. I'm like, yeah, you know, so don't know exactly, but I'll be staying busy today, you know, having my kid and doing stuff around the house. I was like, dude, I do not have time to sit down and record something. So I actually just clipped out a section of the show I do with my buddy Jaden and clipped out a section on Halloween 5 and, you know, kind of repurposed it, edited it, and did that as like an upload clip. I know Lee does that a lot too. So I think that's the second time I've done that. I've done it once with Unita and now once with that show with Jaden, which we call Pod Goblins. Yeah, I guess just be in for surprises. It's a mystery box. So you never know what you're going to get, but you'll get something.
Nice. Lee, where can we find you on social media and what have you got lined up on your channel?
Everything's at Drumdums. And I'm on Instagram, X. I think those are like the two big ones. And Letterboxd, all that stuff. But yeah, it's easy to find me because everything's just at Drumdums. So as far as what I got coming up, I usually cover a lot of the new horror releases that come out. And I don't know what's the next big one. So right now I don't have anything crazy planned. So I'm gonna have to get real frisky here pretty soon. But yeah, I'm kind of like Nick outside of the new releases. I'm just, you know, I actually like coming up with like if an idea pops in my head. Like funny enough, when I was talking about the ranking that's coming out this week, I was like, I could spend 6 minutes just talking about what goes on in my head trying to rank these movies because I love it so much. So I ended up putting a video on the second channel about that, about nothing really, just how hard it is to rank the Halloween franchise, and it actually did pretty well. So yeah,
you like to be spontaneous.
I'd love to be spontaneous, especially if like some cool idea comes that it just at a moment's notice. I love videos like that. So yeah, that's all I got though.
Awesome. Christian, where can we find you and what do you got coming out this week?
Yeah, Planet CHH. I'm on most social medias. I've been having my most fun on my Facebook page though. But yeah, you guys can follow me on Instagram and all that. And please check out Unita Candles on Instagram. I actually have a few of those Halloween 3 candles left. If anybody wants one, order them. I'll ship them out in the morning. You'll get them by Halloween. But yeah, follow us there. That's me and my wife's small business we have. And I'm considering getting on Tumblr. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe after Halloween, we'll hop on Tumblr. No, but
Okay.
seriously, I'm at the point now where nothing is off the table. I rebranded my channel 4 years ago because I was going to quit YouTube if I just talked about horror. So as soon as November 1st hits, I'm going nuts. So it's gonna I'm going full Seagal in the fall. So we'll see. I'm ready to have some fun now. I really am ready to have some fun.
A fall for Seagal. I love it.
I love it.
You remember my Halloween Kills idea where it was Michael Myers moved back in Haddonfield, but he didn't know Seagal, and it was going to be called. It was hashtag Seagal this fall, and it was going to be the greatest Halloween film where Seagal kills Michael without even getting out of his chair, takes him out. It's going to be the greatest Halloween of all time.
Oh, jeez.
Cock puncher.
Well, I of course
Still may happen anyway.
I'm pizowell on everything: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X, whatever. I'm actually currently giving away one of these Michael Myers popcorn buckets on both my
Beautiful.
Facebook and my Instagram. So if
Hell
you guys want to enter to win, check out my Facebook and my Instagram. I have got the Halloween stream with Jeremy on the 31st at 1 p.m. That's going to be fun. I have decided, and I think, Christian, you may have put this crazy idea in my head.
Oh boy, what are we doing?
To do a re-review of Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Let's go.
Boom.
I've dedicated myself to re-review that movie, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it an honest day in court, and maybe my feelings have changed. Maybe it's no longer the most depressing movie-going experience of my life. We'll see.
You know your greatest review is like you'll never. I want you to top it, but I don't think you ever will. Is your Halloween Kills review, not the re-review, the first one.
Okay. Okay.
The first one, me and Sydney watch it all the time just for leisure. We love it.
I'm gonna have
The way you go through this whole ordeal, like it's gonna stop, and the close up where you go, we die. It's brilliant. I would go to the theater to watch that review. I love that. We love that review so much.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that one. See if I can recapture that magic for the Rob Zombie review.
I'm looking forward to it, and I'm ready for some more tales from the Piz, man. Like those are money. You know, I told you about that one. I don't want to spoil it, but it was about Friday 13th. You have a great story, a couple of them actually. I think those are great videos. So I'm hoping to see some tales from the Piz coming up.
Yeah. Definitely got some more of those planned for sure. Yeah. And I'm going to be doing my top 10 best of the worst bad Michael Myers mask ranking. So that's coming out one day before Halloween. So a lot of fun stuff. This has been fun, you guys. I appreciate y'all taking your time out on this Sunday night to hang out with me and just shoot the bull about Halloween and music and all sorts of fun stuff. I really appreciate it.
It was a blast.
My pleasure.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
And let me do some quick shout outs here. Shout out to Nico. Thank you for the $10 super chat, my man. I appreciate that. Tony, you've been very generous tonight with a number of different super chats. I appreciate you very much, sir. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, FX Star Lord. Big shout out to my boy Ben Grimm. Big shout out to Silver Staff 7073. Kevin Dudley, thank you very much, sir. And again, Tony, thank you so much. You've been very, very generous tonight. I appreciate that, sir. And huge shout out to, we got the Macho Man.
The Macho Man.
Hold on, where's my Macho Man at? I've got one around here too.
Yeah, dig it. Piz, we got to do Macho Man ranks the Halloween films.
You're not going to beat that cover.
I've got the classic LJN.
Oh, you son of a bitch. I got the Slim Jim WCW.
Got the classic Macho.
Yeah.
So yeah, right on. Let me do some shout outs here. Everybody in the chat. Thank you all out in the chat for hanging out with us tonight. I definitely appreciate it. Max. Mad
Speaking
Max
of Rob
Mofo,
Zombie's
thank you. There he is.
Yep.
Zonger 420. There's my old pal Jess, Cable Channel 11, James, Big Smells, Allie, Movie Eddie. What happened?
These names are killing. I love Barney likes beer. That's my favorite.
Barney likes beer.
Whenever you say, "Oh, we got a comment from Barney likes beer."
Barney's always hanging. I don't know if I've seen Barney tonight. Barney, where you at, man? He's usually in the chat.
Oh, I saw him tonight. He was
did you?
here. He popped in, made an appearance.
Okay. Pretentious turtleneck guy was here. The trash stash was here with us tonight. Thank you for being here. My old buddy Big Crack Rock. Thank you.
Big Crack Rock.
Big Crack Rock.
Dobbsy79. All Hallows Eve. Steve, thank you. There's my boy Barney loves beer.
Franken
There he
Piss.
is.
Come on, Barney. Let's go.
Let's see. Richard Stange was in the house with us tonight. Let's see. Who else was with us here? My buddy Joe Reese was here.
Earlier, we
There
had
he
PP
is.
Dangler. We had PP Dangler earlier.
I like Stars at Shitty Pickle. That's a good one.
Shout out to PP Dangler. Thank you for being here. Zero Ghoul. But yeah, anyway, thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Y'all have a great Halloween week. If anybody is not following Lee, Nick, and Christian, I'm sure if you guys are following me, you follow them too. But if not, go check them out, of course. So we're showing. Okay. We're comparing figures.
This is my Smashing Machine cup. I just got at the theater.
Oh, cool! Really? That was no.
See, it's got the WWF.
I was about to say no. That's not that.
I couldn't smell what you were cooking there.
Dude, look at that. What?
Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys again. Y'all have a great rest of your week. We'll see you again real soon. Peace.